science, yeah.
Okay. But Rizral doesn't really have anything needed from the fortress other than a point of power.
Right, yeah, she's
And
just
then the
gonna
hobgoblins
be
don't need the knife anymore.
correct.
Oh, um, hi.
Hmm.
How do I connect the D&D Beyond thing to this campaign?
There should be a link, right?
Like your character
Yeah,
sheet?
yeah, Tick.
Yeah, in
Oh,
where the
I'll get
heck
you
is
the
it?
invite link.
Yeah, there's an invite link
I'll just
in the
post it.
character sheets channel. Okay, yeah, if you've
Oh,
already got it.
Oh, it's in the Okay,
It's just at the top.
I was not tracking
Edited
that.
the OG message.
yeah, there it is.
And then yeah, that should let you add tick.
Yeah, use a PD drive Google and link DD. All right, because I accidentally linked him to
The other
the
one.
other Oh shit! Can I not unlink him?
No, you got to be able to.
Oh my god! All right, hold on.
Yeah, I
Collection.
mean, you should be
Might
able to add
go to the.
the same character to multiple campaigns.
He's grayed out.
You can duplicate him and then do that, but you have to go to the campaign he's tied to and then have him leave that one. Or
Yeah.
Oh, is that how it works?
yeah.
Wait, one more time.
Go to the campaign that Tick is currently assigned to.
Okay, let's see. My campaigns. Okay.
And then there should be an option. I don't remember what it looks like, but you
Leave.
Okay. Let's see.
Yeah, there's a
There's
red
like
button.
a leave campaign button.
Oh, let's see. Tick on a leave. Okay.
And then he's a free agent for the.
Any data from your DM's purchases may be lost. Oh no.
Yeah,
I
because
think we have
anything you don't own will be removed.
So all of it?
Yeah.
You just can't. I don't think it gets removed. I just think you can't change it.
Yeah, you can't change it.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Let's see.
And then I'm sharing a ton of the sources, so it should be fine.
Yeah, I think we have all the same stuff for the most part.
Yeah. All right, Tick. Join with this character. All right, let's see how broken he is. Collection, my characters. Also, if you want a good chuckle, Kai, go ahead and inspect Tick's inventory.
I don't even want to look in that
Oh,
madhouse.
it gets funnier the more you scroll.
You know, merchants have less in their shops.
Well,
All
Tick
right.
has to have his entire workshop with him in that portable hole.
That is the workshop.
Portable hole is the workshop, basically, yeah.
Okay, but it looks like
Okay. It
Everything
looks like
intact?
everything works. Yeah. The only thing we don't have the only thing I had to do for Tick was I had to create a custom pyro converger.
oh yeah. Yeah, because we would need to have Ravnica for that.
Yeah.
So that makes sense.
The higher level we get, I'm probably just gonna get rid of it. Just because it's a
It's
DC
got to blow
13
up someday, right?
Well, DC 13.
Yeah, it becomes pretty
diminishing
It's like
returns.
Dragonborn breath weapons. They
Yeah.
just don't scale very well.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, it's the fix is making it so it only takes one attack and then melee dragonborns.
Yeah.
Or even make it like a bonus action.
Or you could
something.
take the Dragonborn feat and it becomes good forever.
Yeah, the fear is really good.
Yeah,
especially
Dragon Fear.
because it's based on charisma.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, boom, really powerful.
Yeah. I had a
at least.
in my back pocket, I have another character that's a Dragonborn Fear Paladin. And, that breath weapon totally fucking works with that build.
Are there any racial traits that scale with level?
No, I
That
don't think
scale?
so.
I mean, the breath
wait.
weapon does do more damage as you level up, but it's just not
Yeah.
good enough even as it
Oh.
levels up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
definitely
3d6 with no modifiers.
Yeah,
that's your
I
whole
think
turn.
it ends up becoming probably a utility item at higher levels. Like, oh, you have fire breath. Okay, cool. Like, we need to set this room on fire.
Yeah,
Or
my
the
breath
lightning,
weapon right
maybe.
now is level 8.
8.
So it currently does 3d6.
Yeah, that's not great.
That's
It's not bad.
It's not bad, but the
Like
fact that
there's
mean,
there's
fact that it-
situations where it'll be okay.
cantrip.
but-
your whole action, it's
Yeah.
not
Dex
one of your
save 12
multi
or
attacks.
take half damage.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
Well,
part sucks.
yeah.
That's because my
It's
con sucks. That's why.
if they just allowed it to be one of your attacks, it would be fine.
Yeah, because you get breath weapon swing.
Yeah, you know.
Guys,
Yeah.
it was worthless on Drekken because like I can swing 3 times or breathe once.
Yeah,
You know, like
like
And-
you're just looking for utility at that point.
Yeah, and with like improved crit and everything, just
it was insane to not just swing.
Hmm.
be a murder tornado.
That is true. Alrighty. God
Oh,
damn,
well.
I'm gonna have to. I am dreading having to edit that 3-hour session last night.
Edit?
Oh, I downloaded it and I'm going to create a highlight because I figured that specific combat was probably like I'm not gonna say it's
It was
it's
pretty
memorable.
epic.
It was
for
pretty
sure.
good. It's
It-
definitely an example of why D&D can be pretty interesting,
Do tell.
and not just because I got to be the main character for that fight. But that is a perk.
oh yeah, tell us about it.
Long story short, without detracting from our game tonight, we're playing. Well, shit. Is that? I guess it's technically a spoiler for Rime of the Frost Maiden. So
it
It's fine.
is.
maybe
Man.
not.
Are you guys gonna play it?
Probably
I
not.
mean, probably not.
Well,
And if we do, we'll forget.
I like to write my own adventures. That's why I've only done one.
yeah.
I don't know. Does anybody in here like
N-
care about a spoiler? Like, it's not a massive spoiler. It's just a
I don't care.
Yeah, and it's one you could
Counter.
probably see coming anyway. But
okay.
I mean, you can just keep it
there-
vague enough that they wouldn't know.
Yeah, so there's like a dragon thing, and I jumped on it, and I wrestled it to the ground.
It was flying.
performed-
mind you.
And you suplexed it?
yeah,
I
yeah.
suplexed the dragon thousands
on
of
it.
feet in the air.
Yeah, so they were riding. The party
Griffins.
were on the backs of griffins when they encountered this thing, and then he jumped from his griffin onto the dragon, managed
Grappled it.
to successfully grapple it, which reduced its speed to nothing, and then just plummeted to the ground on its back.
Yeah, all the
over
while
the
while
course
it's
of like
fighting
several
me.
turns, and like
That's
the party's
awesome.
Yeah,
loosing
like,
arrows at it and stuff.
There were
and,
some pretty iffy rolls, like where you were just like, all right, Sam, we're contesting grapple checks. You need to beat a 29, and I got a 31.
Nice.
And that was just
Yeah.
like only because of that bonus action that gives me +2 for 10 minutes.
Yep.
Like, whoa, my god. And yeah, basically pinned the dragon's wings and rode it down like a fucking comet. Only to, at the last second, jump off and hop onto a griffin that,
Yeah, he has kind of like a
Broke?
magical pocket griffin
Yeah.
that,
that
he could
sort
use.
of, it didn't stop me from hitting the ground. It just
No,
slowed me.
too much
so I only
downward
took
momentum.
half of falling damage. So like I knocked myself out and didn't instant die, which is a plus.
Good.
It was pretty amazing.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
All right. I watched
Um,
that show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna edit that down so there's enough context, and then obviously all the primary bits.
Fun.
That's going on the to-do list. The only downside of that whole encounter was I felt a little bad that we were falling at such a rate that the rest of the party was basically just playing catch up. That's
yeah.
I would have, in a perfect world, everybody is doing something, but in the circumstances, I'll take it.
Yeah, if I ran that again, I would just say that you can fall to match its speed.
Yeah, the
'cause
Eagles could
that just makes sense.
dive bomb. Yeah.
Hmm.
It's
I
okay.
cannot really.
Like you're gonna
Yeah.
have encounters and combats and stuff where certain people get more of the limelight than others sometimes. That's just how D&D goes.
Or 3 hours of dialogue with NPCs.
Yeah, speaking of,
Let's go back
fine.
and just reconfirm with all the guys we talked with.
Right?
Just wanted to double check.
Yeah, let's just
Does
to
that
be
guy
safe.
actually
Let's go
not
over the
have
plan one more
Fucking
time.
eyes. Oh my god. Has he always been like that?
Who?
That's
I think so.
The old
The-
man with the dark eyes. Yeah.
the drunkard
Yeah.
that
Those early
Hmm.
models are gross, man. Like,
I
Great.
feel like he used to have eyes though. Like they did some kind of update that removed them or something because the other guys all have eyeballs.
it's the
Which guy?
entertainment. It's Flutterfoot.
He stole
oh.
his eyes.
He's got black
Yeah.
eyes.
Yep, there he
No,
is.
I can still see the pupils though.
Can you?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
If
just
you
really
scroll all
dark.
the way in,
Yeah.
the pupils are there. He's just evil.
Yeah, that's weird.
I'm telling you, man, he saw Flutterfoot and he's been like hexed. I'm telling you guys, you need to torture Flutterfoot.
Torture him
Death.
for information. Oh, just not for information. Just torture him to death.
I mean,
That's...
do it for information, but go. a
If that
little
helps
too
you
far.
sleep at night.
What kind of
Yeah.
information? I don't know. How many hit
Well,
points?
Ask
Gnome
him
has?
questions he probably couldn't possibly have the answers for.
Waterboarding is great. I got her to admit to things she never did. Okay, well, since we're all here, let's.
Waterboard him with
Jump
the ham
in.
drippings.
Mm,
Tasty torture.
the drippy ham drippings.
Or what is it that water torture where they just have a thing drop on you? We do that with the drippy ham.
Chinese water torture or something.
Yeah.
Drippy ham torture where it's just drops. Delicious
Well,
ham.
next time we need to shake information out of somebody, we'll let Ham and Tick work together to create such
Oh
a
my
thing.
god. That'd be the
Team
most
fun size. At it
Venture
again.
Bros stupid. All right.
So here's the thing: if people find out about our torture device, it's also free advertisement for the food we sell.
He's got a point.
Tastiest torture ever.
But did you smell the torture? Mm-mm.
I haven't smelt food this good since the Arby's caught fire.
All right. Should be in cutscene mode.
I see a cutscene. Get credit.
I am in cutscene mode. Look at you transitioning and having us in cutscene mode. Fucking big shot.
Whoa. And the cutscene block actually isn't scrambled. Usually you have to like open it once and close it and then open it again and then it's like back in order.
Does everyone
Maybe that's
else
what
have
they
the
fixed.
symbiotes menu open now?
Have a what?
The symbiotes menu
Yeah.
If you
it's there on
enabled
the
it,
side
yes.
There.
on the bottom.
Mine's on the side.
Well, there's the list of mods on the bottom, and then there's the flyout on the side to mess with the ones you have enabled, which you can close if you don't need it. So this would have happened during your visit to Azrok's Hold last
as
session.
promised.
Krenit, before you guys depart for Skullport, Krenit marches down the ruined corridor to Prita Keepa's hovel, mentally organizing the long list of questions he intends to ask. An hour or two at most, he thinks aloud, passing by several flaming cauldrons that light the way. But when he arrives, the hut is empty. It seems that Prita, no longer a hideous monster, has left for greener pastures.
Son of a bitch.
As you step inside, rats scurry to avoid you. And you
should put the
notice
Jack model in there.
you notice a small object tied to one.
Helicopter?
I'm definitely gonna try to. I guess I don't even have mage hand. What kind of mage am I? I'll definitely try to get that thing on that rat.
I assumed you would have mage hand. Okay.
It's a claw.
I can flavor have mage hand.
if it's not prepared, you're fishing for rats. All right.
Yeah.
Let's roll a acrobatics check.
Let a hand?
Probably acrobatics to try to catch one of the rat.
Acrobatics. 6.
Could have brought Aladar. He could have given you a bardic inspiration.
The rat scurries away from you, behind some piles of junk and rubble. You know where it is, but it is currently hidden.
I will put down a ration and take up a position.
Full day's ration.
Crenit puts a ration on the ground and waits. And after a few minutes, a couple of rats emerge and begin gnawing on the outside of the ration.
Yes. Make sure it's clear. Convince your friend to come out.
Yeah, you do. You see the one with the bauble on it.
Run away from me, motherfucker.
What's the play? The rat is in view.
I'm gonna try to hit it with a firebolt.
Okay.
Wait, is it like a note or is it like an object?
No, it's an object. It looks like a small.
Okay, yeah,
like
I'm totally gonna
like a
I'm
bauble
saying
try
it's
to
or
hit
a
it.
fireball.
stone or something.
Fuck it.
No, not a fireball. A firebolt.
Just like no rat proves Credit wrong. Fireball.
It goes up, crawls
Azarok's
under
like
the bed, and
enjoying
you're
his
like,
new vision, and he just all of a sudden hears, "What the hell was
I'm
that?"
blind.
Meteor storm.
That's a 25 to hit a rat.
The rat bursts into a bunch of flaming rat bits, and you are free to retrieve the thing that was tied to it.
I do so.
It
There's a note that
seems
says, "I
that
turned myself into a rat. Please don't."
It's probably free to keep it being like, Granted, please take care of all of my pet rats.
I tied
you
this
do
to my favorite rat. Please don't.
Yeah.
Keep this
Please
rat
take
alive
care
for
of
1 year. You'll have power and gold beyond your
This is
imagination.
the wishing rat.
Turns into a wish after 1 year of keeping it alive.
You do remember that she had been sort of like feeding these things last time you were in here, but
Murdered one.
Yes, you may eat the roasted remains of your rats.
I figured out how to do a Horcrux. It's rat.
And you pick up the stone, as it turns out, which seems unharmed by the firebolt.
Yeah, this is the rune shard. Terrific.
Not quite, but
Yeah.
yeah, you can spend a rest attuning to it to identify it, or get it professionally identified for less risk some other time.
Yeah, there's no way it's an evil heart that'll kill you.
I can take 10 minutes and ritually cast Identify.
All right.
Probably
You're
not.
really gonna make us all wait 10 minutes while you're fucking rat.
It was much faster than the alternative. This could have been a very lengthy conversation. Upon identifying the stone, you find that it is an Ioun stone
Oh my
of
god.
sustenance.
What?
Well, that's
does that do?
something.
Paste it in chat.
You eat it and then it tastes like...
No, it makes it so that you probably don't have to eat. So these rats would never have to eat except tasty
Why was
rations.
that
Well,
one
if
eating?
they-
That's a dumb rat.
If they were attuned to it.
Well, why did you eat two? What a stupid rat.
You heard it here, folks. Rats are stupid.
I mean, rats just like to eat too.
Yeah, he
Don't
was
have
actually
to, but it
attuned to
tastes
it.
good.
He's just like, I
So,
like eating.
Ion Stone of Sustenance, is it, does
It
it,
orbits your head.
Yeah.
Yep. And does it just make it so you're never hungry? Is that pretty much what it
Yeah,
does?
you just as long as you're attuned to it, you never have to eat or drink.
What a weird item. I mean, I get why it exists in a game about adventuring, but also it like floats, which means that people could grab it, right?
Yeah,
Well,
It's kind
they
of
have to
you're
make a
attuned
very
to it,
high
but it-
check.
They couldn't use it, but
Ooh.
Then all of a sudden you're just really fucking hungry.
yeah, it all catches
Yay.
up. Man. You have like hunger debt.
Let's go eat a bunch of ribs.
Okay. Okay, they actually have that, and
Requires attunement,
D&D
though.
Beyond.
That kind of sucks.
yeah, and I don't need to attune to it.
It's one of
Did
those
she
things you
leave
keep
that?
on you. Never
Did she
know
leave
when
that
you'll
for you?
need it.
I don't know if she left it for me or for someone else. I'm taking it.
Left it for the rats, clearly.
If there was a note, it burned up with the rat. Sorry.
Yeah, the notes.
I was not gonna have
Wait, was it floating
Kai
around
playing
the rat
yakety
set?
stacks as I try to chase a rat around.
Was it? Was the rat attuned to it?
No,
No.
we're just joking.
No. Yeah, over the last 30 years, she's been painstakingly teaching the rats common, and it had a whole message it was gonna relay to you.
Each of them knew one word, and they were just waiting for them all to get in line, and then you firebolted the one that says that starts it, so it'll never start.
Well, the problem is that they're all out of order, so it still doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. No, they all just yell at the same time, and then you're like, what the fuck?
That would be a fun puzzle.
Rats yelling at me.
That one's saying burger, that one's saying 10 o'clock. Like, what?
I'm so confused.
Goblin. Oh, yeah, I'm a
Okay,
goblin.
so Tick, how do you feel about becoming a bat?
That becoming a what?
A bat?
Yeah, so we have a few options. We can make you a bat, or
Okay.
you can cast invisibility on yourself, and I can cast fly on you. Which I don't think fly lasts that long. How long does fly?
Like 10 minutes, right?
Wait. Oh, okay. You're
That
casting
sounds right.
invisibility and fly, or just invisibility?
He's gonna cast
Well, I can-
invisibility on himself because I can only
I
concentrate
I can
on
cast
one thing.
invisibility.
Lasts 10 minutes.
10
So-
minutes.
Or
That's
I could
enough to get
polymorph you
in.
for an hour.
I don't know about like scouting.
I mean, your flying speed is 60 feet, so you're not slow.
No.
Yeah, you would for sure be able to zip around the place.
But the
Well, okay, so-
polymorph last?
An hour.
That's probably the safer bet. Is you cast invisibility on yourself, and then he casts polymorph on you, and then
I'll
now you're
turn
an
me
invisible
into
bat.
You can't polymorph me into a kobold with wings.
Actually, you know what what we could do, which would probably be
I
smarter,
could-
is I'll cast invisibility on you. That way, if you do get spotted and hit, you're
Oh,
still
I
invisible.
don't. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair. Yeah, that's doable.
It's up to you. What I mean, like, if you don't want to
That
do it,
that
I-
sounds like a
Wait.
plan.
If we just want to get an idea of like, is this thing just brimming with weapons and soldiers
yeah.
and the general layout, and then come back, and then I feel like we need to ask some questions around like the bars around here, get some information about what the fuck is up with this town.
Yeah. Or
Hmm.
at least figure out something that we can go back to like Azeroth and then the others and come up with a good battle plan. The thing
Kai-
that I think we're looking for is like a back entrance, right?
Yeah, something so we don't have to like breach the front.
This bridge is a death trap. Like there is.
Yeah. Well, it's just not a smart play.
Yeah,
But,
I think the
like-
bridge is gonna collapse or like maybe they have a way of making it collapse if there's ever like an assault launched.
How well
and
taken care of does this bridge look? It looks bad, right?
I can do a
yeah,
quick fly
pretty
under it.
close to as depicted. It is in a state of disrepair.
Okay, then there must be another entrance, and that's what we need to find.
Okay.
Obviously, we can come by the water, but that also is pretty. You're gonna get messed up, right? Like, because they're gonna be all on these ramparts and such.
Yep.
But there must be a way that they get food and supplies in.
And so I was thinking the other day. It was like Tuesdays. I'd look for like people in like an inn or a tavern nearby the docks on the
Mhm.
receiving like, opposite shore.
Yeah, where are the docks on this side?
You're pretty much at them. It's like
Oh,
along here. It's just not.
Would it be clear that everything goes across this bridge, or would it be maybe like evidence that there might be like boat travel across also?
You're not super sure.
Are there any boat tracks?
Boat tracks.
Yeah.
In the water.
which one of you is the ranger?
Some boat prints. I'm pretty good at investigating.
If anyone could, it would be you. Me,
Well, I mean,
me not so smart, so.
Kai, there's a ton of places that we've not been in Skullport, and I don't know what any of them do.
Also true.
Start alphabetically.
So, from your map, like we have not.
They
been
should
to-
be organized by level at least.
Okay. We've not been to Thimblewine's pawn shop. We've not been to Harold's Meat.
Did you say Harold's Meat?
You're just
Yeah.
Not
making
going
some
to
of
your
these up.
sex clubs.
The Sea Chest, which I thought
The Stinky
That's pretty good.
Dom?
Club Fister.
The Manhole?
Yeah, I mean, there's all kinds of places.
all right.
You guys could do some recon to figure out what some of them are, or just
Well, I think
just
the
pick one
first-
at random. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, like, searching the town makes sense, but let's scout the building first.
Okay.
I feel like,
Uh,
because if we find something, of importance, we'll have that information when we ask people around town. Like, if we find a way that they're definitely getting in here, then we can go
Mhm.
ask around about it. You know what I mean? Like,
Ow.
so,
at least that's
Tick,
what I'm
do you
thinking.
want to
Yeah,
be polymorphed, or do you want to?
we'll
do you
do the plan: polymorph and invisibility.
I'll cast invisibility.
I would like to look up and see if there's like bats in this cave. Like, have I seen bats in all of my time in Skullport?
Yeah.
Like, a bat would not be out of the ordinary.
No, there's probably
Okay.
plenty of bats.
I cast
What
a
are these
4th level spell
bats doing here?
on Tick. We're gonna like go out of sight, like it's somewhere where like no one can see us, and then I'll touch.
Don't
Tick
worry.
and cast polymorph.
Even if they see me be a bat, they haven't seen me before.
Well, they don't need to see me, a obvious Xanathar thug, turning you into a bat.
Mhm.
You know?
I'm trying to
Let's
figure out
see.
where we are
Oops.
in relation to the map. Are we on the bottom left corner? Like just to the bottom left of level 1?
Yeah, yeah, it should be.
Okay, at that bridge.
Yep,
Okay, and so the fortress is south of us, but not represented in the map.
correct.
Dalagor's fortress.
Dalagor's fortress is something else, but
Oh.
I think you guys actually have been there.
But okay.
But no, Skull Island is not depicted on the same map. It's south across that bridge.
Yeah, we don't have any map of Skull.
Dalagor's fortress was the was it the Harper hideout that you guys rested in? There's like the Dragonborn Mage.
Mhm.
That was a
Oh,
Harper
yeah.
hideout? Oh,
Yeah.
I thought he was Zentrim or something.
Who was
I
the cover
forgot.
of horror?
I can't remember anything. Like,
'Cause that was our original pull to come down here, was because of him, right?
was it?
We
It
were
was
supposed to get
to
some there.
repay one person that ran that one tavern, and then you were told that you could seek refuge at Dalagor's. They were, I
That was an
believe, yeah,
invisible
friendly
bat.
friendly to Harper.
Remember, if
Anyway.
you do anything, it breaks invisibility. So
Okay, so like, obviously that means fighting. Are we talking like any action?
I think so. Let me double check it. I know it's really limited. It's like if you interact with things, it breaks it. But you're also still just a bat, so like even if that falls off, you're like, whatever.
Does anybody think that bat looks really suspicious picking the lock over there?
Weak. Visibility. Yeah, touch everything becomes invisible in the person. The spell ends and then attacks or casts a spell. Okay. So it's limited to that. So don't attack, don't cast a spell.
All right.
I don't think you can cast a spell, but you could attack.
What are we gonna do? Bite him?
Yeah.
Bats away. I mean, yeah.
There's some
That's
guy
fine.
leaning over the edge. You know, you might.
Is there somewhere else I could go? Like I'm just kind of panning around with the camera, but while he's doing this, is there? It looks like there's an upper, very very high upper area, overlooking the fortress.
Oh,
Could I, like,
that's like a tunnel that cuts off.
okay, that
It
doesn't. Okay, that's not like a
yeah,
view
that
point.
should
Got
be
it.
yeah,
All the way
it's
to
like
the
in
ceiling.
yeah, it's in the ceiling and it winds somewhere underground.
Our best bet to actually keep an eye on things, like kind of sit on
Pull
the
up,
edge.
Tick. Pull up.
I'm invisible.
All
Flop, 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 flop.
right.
Oh.
Tick takes off, leathery wings, beating swiftly to carry him over the first set of battlements.
Mm-hmm.
Which you see, I've sort of like lightly populated this place.
Right.
Just to give you an idea, but it seems like pretty much each tower is has a few lookouts, and
They're on the ready, I'm assuming.
like they're not. It doesn't look like they're expecting an attack, but like they're posted all over the place.
I mean,
They're not idiots.
it seems like in numbers that are like a little excessive, unless you were like worried.
Yeah, and you can see that some of them are like just leaning on things or kind of taking it easy, even though it just seems like they must know that attacking this place is somewhat suicidal. So like they're not expecting
Yeah.
anybody to do that. Particularly the bugbears, they're pretty like not disciplined. What you do see also though is on the battlements a variety of it's like a mix of ballista and some kind of like catapult device.
So they have anti-air or anti-air and anti-attacking defenses. Okay.
I think it's more to shoot boats, would be my guess. Because, like, remember, this is on water.
Yeah, water surrounds the place, and the ceiling above this is just the cavern, which is maybe it's not a whole lot higher than like the
Yeah, this
stronghold
place will
itself.
be tough to siege unless we find a back door. That's
Yeah.
kind of what I figured. I saw it when last week.
Mm.
There's no way we're fighting across this bridge.
Yeah. It looks like this bridge would definitely be a tough. But okay,
It is
so I will.
purposely not
might-
maintained.
So first things first is I will do a perimeter fly
Mm-hmm.
just all around these areas. So for the sake of brevity,
Yeah, so you do a circle.
yeah, anything
Uh,
important on the outskirts.
you mostly just see it's pretty uniform, just a mix of soldiers, with maybe a few more kind of like patrolling the streets as it on the ground level.
Okay. No
Um,
obvious alternative entrances or.
Well, you do see. So on this side, what's this? The west.
Yeah,
West side, like
I
southwest
noticed
side.
that thing.
Well, down here is like a small dock.
Oh.
There's a little inlet.
Oh.
With the dock, and there's a ramp that leads up to the center of the fort. At the same time, on the basically straight across on the opposite end, over here
Just
is
chilling here, ain't you?
a larger dock. Yeah, like those another way
Okay.
in.
So that
obviously, if you started a fight in there, they would be able to shoot down at you from all directions, and that would probably be a massacre.
All right, but definitely a potential alternate avenue. Maybe
Yeah.
if we
Gargoyle
we
seems
could definitely
scary.
sneak better, right? For like, through there.
Mm,
Just based on the layout.
I mean, yeah, because then you don't have to go through like a gate.
Right.
If you were able to make your way in there sneakily.
Okay.
Yeah, you see kind of in the center of the fort, there are a number of like rows of pretty suspicious looking gargoyle statues. And
Lot
you
of them, too.
swear
Shit.
you swear that you saw them move.
Oh.
And one of them
Like,
scratches his nose.
None of them are looking in my direction, right?
They're it's like the intro to no.
Okay.
We'll keep looking at them, because when you don't look at them, that's when they move.
You go land on them.
Take a big shit right
so
in his
what
face.
about this horrible thing?
Yeah, so towards like the back and of the fort is a really tall pillar of stone that actually it reaches up and connects to the top of the cavern. And about 3/4 of the way up is a cave that overlooks the entire place. And on the ledge outside of it, you can see a ferocious looking wyvern kind of like perched out there. And then a pretty formidable looking half giant
Oh.
clad in heavy armor, who seems to be just sort of milling about, checking the straps on his wyvern and such.
So like he's a rider?
Yeah, and you guys have been told that there is a half giant commander named Sundeath, he commands the fort.
Okay.
Ideally, who we would want to kill and get out without. If we were able to pull that off, kill him and leave, they would be scrambling.
But that looks very hard with gargoyles. That many gargoyles right there. Oof.
I think the only way we'd be able to pull it off is if we somehow lured him to somewhere else.
Or, yeah, I suppose he's probably not going to leave the fort, but if we could get him to leave the fort, even better.
I don't think he's leaving the fort. But, I mean, I guess there's always the possibility that he comes out like once a week, to wet his whistle.
Yeah, I suppose if we ask around, we could probably find out whether he ever is in town.
You deliver a message that's like, you are invited to Xanathar's birthday party.
He's turning 14,803.
Oh, wow. Can't miss that.
That's a special.
Could I polymorph Tick into Xanathar?
Ooh.
Can you? Is that an option?
I don't.
I am a smart boy. I am not a charisma boy.
You could. That might be like a major image or something.
Advanced...
So I think actually polymorphing him into a beholder would be too much. I think there's some limits, right?
Let's see. Transfer a creature into an let's see, a new form. Transformation lasts the duration. It's 0. New form can be any beast whose challenge rating is equal to or less than. So, no.
Yeah. No.
Now, can we make a paper mache beholder?
Yeah, what's the CR rating of that? Okay. So that's a horrible thing. It's in a cave. The cave probably doesn't go anywhere.
Well, it probably connects down below. That's
you can check.
I'd have to get real close.
You're also invisible. Really
yeah, but I'm not silent.
All you would hear is bat flaps. As long as you're not like right in his ear, I don't think you would notice it. Up to you.
Have you ever?
Quiet.
They're like, completely silent. They're like owls when they fly. When
Am I silent like an owl?
we were up at
Pretty
the
close.
family cabin for a D&D trip, and when we went to bed, I kept feeling
right.
like breeze on my face.
Oh no.
I couldn't hear a damn thing, but I knew there was a bat in there flying around and couldn't get out.
Oh God.
I start to fly
Don't let me get
over.
rabies.
If I see any sort of reaction to me, I book it.
Yeah.
Am I able to successfully navigate?
Yeah. Roll stealth with advantage.
All right. That's
I think
Well,
you
you
might
use the
use
stat
the
block
bat
of the bat,
stat block, right?
You would use the bat stat block. Yeah.
Flex a bat.
So they get a +2
Stuff.
dex bonus.
plus. Oh, that's good
That
because
hit.
that's what my dex bonus is.
Oh, okay.
All right. So just
Okay.
roll yours.
I feel like they should have way more than that.
You would think, right? They should have like
That's a 14.
18 or 20
Get
dex.
better on
Okay.
hearing.
Yeah.
Do I hear them?
What do I?
You totally hear them.
I hear them look at me.
Yeah, do you have to navigate by making noise? Is that stipulation?
Am I
No.
blind?
You have
Yeah.
blind sight, actually.
Oh, so I do get echolocation.
Yeah.
And your
But
blind sight
no,
doesn't work if you're
you
deafened.
you successfully slip into this cave, while Sundeath is dealing with his feisty wyvern. I think
Wyvern.
I think it's not depicted here, but there is you see some equipment and a stairway that winds
goes down.
downward.
Okay. What kind of equipment?
Looks like some weapons, some gear, riding gear, wyvern toenail clippers. I don't know.
Okay, so
Stuff that a commander with a wyvern would have.
okay. Oh, if only we were able to like give me a shit ton of like poison vials and acid and stuff. It was like sabotaging.
Well, wyverns
Yeah,
are
poison.
probably
Granite
immune
has
to
some
poison,
poison.
but
Well, no, but like poison, like the grips of the weapons, melt the blades with acid vials. I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
just spitballing.
Just make them
Well,
annoyingly
this is like
sticky.
a scouting mission, so like you
Yeah,
know,
this
you
isn't
can always
this isn't
come
sabotage.
back and do it again. You know?
Just come back like slowly but surely. It's like what Metal Gear Solid 3, where you blow up the ammo caches.
Poison
All of a sudden, they have
food.
quivers but no arrows in them.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, you successfully scout the place,
All right.
getting a good look at everything.
So there's another obviously like place over here. Same kind of
Yeah.
port. Does it look like there's any doorways or pathways that go below? Or just
like underground or something?
Yeah. Like I'm looking around obviously like
no,
myself.
there's
Or is this
not-
look pretty
not,
much like a one layer fort?
yeah, not under the island. There's the only doors that you see they're like the hatches on top.
Yeah,
and
that
they're like
go
doors
into the
that
buildings.
go into the buildings.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much all you find.
On my way back, this portcullis gate, where are the mechanisms to open and close it, and what are they made of?
You can't see any.
I don't see any like chains or rope or something going anywhere.
It's probably in the building.
It's internal.
Yeah.
Okay, just trying to confirm.
You can
No,
you can roll a history check.
All
right, would that be the bats?
Portcullises.
Yeah. No, yours.
Yeah. Ugh. That's an 8.
Yeah, it's good assumption
Doors,
that
how do they work?
It's contained somewhere nearby.
Maybe it
But
doesn't even
obviously-
open. It's literally just a fucking ruse.
It's obviously
just-
not external. Yeah, it's a fake door.
Real fake doors.
Go for it, where we have fake doors.
Okay. Was there
Actually, upon closer look, this entire island is inflatable.
Well, it's just
What
World War
the
II with the
hell?
inflatable tanks.
Uh-huh.
Oh god.
Yeah, so I'm thinking
Okay.
that now that they have 2 docks, that they probably just get food and supplies via the water. So maybe we should just case it out for a while and see if we see a boat roll up.
So, of the two, before I head back, I'm gonna go and do one last pass in between the two dock areas.
Okay.
Just because I know like everything's done, kind of like it's not one for one. Which of the two seem less guarded? Like obviously they're both guarded.
Oh, definitely the back one.
The back one.
Yeah, the one around the.
Yeah. It's technically only got
Okay.
2
South end.
ramparts looking at it, whereas the other one has like 5.
Yeah.
Now it is closer to
The
the
dragon,
the
or the
pillar
wyvern.
that houses. Yeah.
Yeah.
Either way, we're gonna have to take that out.
Well, the
Or
idea
actually,
is maybe
maybe-
like we can try to sneak in as many guys as we can. You know what I mean? Like,
Well,
Yeah.
okay, I have a
So
potential
we built
plan.
this giant wooden badger.
All right. I'm gonna do one more pass by the wyvern. Does it have any food stuff?
Food
Like-
allergies.
Well, yeah, no.
big sign says no nuts.
Yeah. Does it have like a little wristband on?
There's a
no,
sign
the-
that says
like,
"Don't
we're-
feed the wyverns."
Where
Gluten
does it look
free.
like it eats in the cave?
Hmm. Probably.
I'm assuming it makes a mess.
Yeah, it seems like this is probably sort of its lair to keep it away from everybody else.
Okay.
Killing that
Then-
wyvern would be like such a boon.
Yeah. Okay.
Before even
Then,
the battle starts.
unless I see anything else, I have a couple of ideas.
Or Grand
has a
Beast Auto.
plan.
We
And
go back to the
And-
top. We get a necklace of fireballs. Do the same trap again. But this time you throw.
every
like how that's
single
just our
plan is
all
a necklace
five
of
of them.
fireball.
Yeah, we hide
It's
the
5
necklace of
fireballs or
fireball.
whatever, right? Like that you can
Uh-huh.
throw.
Well, it would be just a level. Like they're what? Every additional bulb is a higher level.
Oh,
I
is that
think-
what it is?
Oh, if you set them all off.
Yeah.
If
That's
you
a
do the
shame. It
grenade
should only just be
bandolier thing.
5.
Well, if you use them separately, they're separate level 3s. So
Yeah, it just takes multiple turns. That's just that you can't do a gajillion d6 in one turn.
right. All right. Tick returns and relays the information. It is planning time.
Okay. Were you guys, everybody else, were you just sort of like hanging out around the docks?
Yeah, I was just
or
since I'm a goblin, I was just kind of
kind of being
pretending to
casual,
look like I picked up a stick, and I was pretending like I was fishing.
whacking some rats.
Yeah, like I was like
Uh,
trying to like get a fish or something.
Okay.
Like I'm an
Yeah,
idiot.
it does seem like this area, the open area, maybe you can see signs of like it possibly used to be some kind of market. You see enough fish bones on the ground. It's probably a fish market at one point. And as you're sort of idling, trying to fly casual, you see out of kind of the corner of your eye, you see a humanoid figure kind of waddling towards you. It's sort of an awkward gait.
Don't look at him. Just keep fishing. Don't make eye contact.
You're doing it wrong. You gotta hit the fish like this. Yeah, yeah.
Splashing on the wall.
Throws of dynamite.
And they stop pretty close to you, and kind of like from over your shoulder, you can hear them breathing heavily, and in sort of like a gurgling voice, are like, "Oh, I don't get many visitors out here these days. Could I interest you in some goods?"
Beat it, laddie. We're busy. We're fishing. Can't you see we're fishing? Are you a fish?
A bit. You see that this is it appears to be a sea hag, that is covered in like snails and barnacles.
Old Meg Knucklebones.
Pretty much. Clearly, that's what this model's based on.
Yeah.
such an awesome character.
Do I look like I have any money?
I
Yeah, we
don't
broke.
need.
Do I look like I got?
Oh, you have all the goods that I would want.
Oh,
She's really into goblins.
you coming on to me?
You want my fishing pole? I hand it to her. It's just a stick.
No. She like just kind of drops it.
Hey, that was valuable. That was my father's.
I doubt it. Anyway, can I interest you in a fine selection of zombies? I've been replenishing my stash.
You
What?
think Xanathar would want these zombies? That's right, with
Eh?
Xanathar.
She
Yeah.
shrugs. Maybe. I hear he's been having problems.
You're not threatening Xanathar, are you? We can go back and tell the boss about it.
Yeah, I'll tell him.
No. I don't think he would believe you anyway.
Oh yeah?
How many
I'm his
zombies you got?
favorite goblin. After he blasted all of his other favorite goblins.
Oh, do you know where their corpses might have been disposed?
They're mostly disintegrated, so
Yeah.
you know how Xanathar is. And if something happened to me particularly, he'd be very mad he didn't get to disintegrate me. So I'd be careful.
Where are
Fair.
the zombies? You
Very well, little one.
got zombies
Well.
in your pockets?
Mm,
Are they
Oh,
tiny
no, in
zombies?
That would be great, but no. In my shop over here. Anyway.
That's a lot of effort. I think I'm gonna keep fishing.
Yeah. Let's never let Credit know about this. He'll be here every day.
Good luck. And she slinks back into the shadows. And you can see that after she leaves, like you kind of watch her go, but you're not like you're trying to.
Oh,
Side eye
I'm
her.
trying to watch her, but like not
Oh, okay.
look at.
Yeah. You keep sneaking glances to keep an eye on her,
Yeah.
and you see that she goes back to her little kind of like shack over here. And then you can see her eyes gleaming in the shadows as she continues to watch you.
Fuck.
Jesus.
I think she knows we're not what we say we are. I'm almost certain she can see through our disguises.
Like pulls the
Yeah.
blindness down.
Probably.
Hey, Credit, there's a lady over here selling corpses.
Credit is definitely hiding somewhere because Alter Self is a concentration spell. And so as long as Tick is a bat,
You're probably in the
Uh,
house that
probably
we
just
cleared
hiding
out.
out of
Yeah,
sight.
so you guys, you had found that this place is abandoned, so you can kind of like squat here for a bit.
I'll come back in. Hey, there's a lady that sells corpses. You know what you love
What?
those.
What do you mean corpses?
I don't know. She tried to
She's-
sell me and Ham corpses.
Zombies.
What does she want for them?
I don't know.
Did she give you a price?
Tried to give her a fishing rod. She didn't want it.
You
You
tried
know my
to
fishing rod? It was my
classic
father's.
Aladar.
You never asked me about this fishing rod and why I take it everywhere I go. Eat
It's just
backstory.
never come up.
Who's buying bodies?
Same person that didn't want to buy my sweet fishing rod. I think she just wanted to kill us.
Ah. I see. Well, I don't need a body right now.
What? You don't need a body?
Not right now.
Oh.
Hey, this guy's got a body he's not using.
What? So yeah, Krenit was hiding out inside. Was did Rotharm want to go
Sneak around, be a Rothar.
Like, do you get some intel or break into people's houses
Get
or
some rumors.
Insult some people while you're at it.
accuse people of heresy?
I mean, down here you'd be pretty accurate to do that.
Yeah, I got a little black book.
They're
I
like,
think
yeah, do you know
I'm-
somebody who's not a heretic?
I think I'm trying to think of like who I'd change myself to look like. The guys who stopped us. There was. I'm trying to remember. Was there a hobgoblin with them or a bugbear? It was a
Bugbear.
Yeah, right?
Yeah,
I don't think there's any
bugbear.
hobgoblins under Xanathar,
No.
is there? Yeah.
No.
Have we seen
nope,
maybe any other hobgoblins down here?
No, you have not spotted any. They seem to, at least in this region of Undermountain, only serve Azrock. Whereas the bugbears, clearly their loyalty can be bought.
Yeah, so they're kind of
and,
used by
yeah.
all sides.
Okay. And then would we have seen any drow? Maybe it's like people watching.
Not on your way in. You could probably go find one. You saw
I'm trying to think of like what would be not out of place, but also maybe slightly incriminating.
yeah, there was like a human, a half orc, and a Duragar at the entrance you guys came in, and a bug. And those all seem common enough down here.
I walk around as a drow. I'd be looking for like a tavern.
Okay. Yeah, you
By smell or sound.
Yeah. You follow the sound of some rowdy shouts and debauchery coming from a building a little ways up the street. It would be this one over here.
I hope there's no Oni in there.
The sign outside reads the Black Tankard.
Oh, we've been here, right?
I don't know.
No, you were told about it though.
I guess where we went to one other bar that was.
You did go to another bar, but it was
okay.
kind of across town. All right, and you do also see one of these like flame skulls idly floating by.
And these are just like night watch or like street watch.
You're not really sure what they do. They are just these ghostly flaming skulls that slowly seem to patrol the streets. And everyone else here seems to ignore them.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you disguised as a drow, walk into the Black Tankard, which is pretty cramped and smelly. Let me get some tavern ambiance. Filled with a variety of patrons that you would expect here. There's several goblins, some Duragar, and a few humans. But what stands out the most are these two Minotaur bouncers.
Yeah,
looks like they're just sort of standing here, one on either side of the room. It seems like they're looking for a reason to rough somebody up.
Like, do they look like they work here, or do they look like they?
Yeah.
Okay. On the way in, can I see what everyone is drinking?
Yeah. Everyone has a mug of what looks like the same stuff.
Or Loco.
Yeah.
Not that shit
Cans
stuff
of
they
Four
sell
Loko
now.
everywhere.
It's all the old stuff where it has like too much caffeine and too much booze.
Oh, I just screenshotted something yesterday. It was a Four Loko cocktail, and it's like I have to share this. Oh, it was, I got it here. Copy image and paste it in general. I have one of those.
Oh, Malort. Oh.
Is that the unemployed wine
Yeah,
guy?
the unemployed wine stream.
That was a good episode. I liked that one.
It's like, okay.
He's in a lot of Malort ones, but he looked all shaggy. Cat ran away. He's all morose, and then at the end of the episode, the cat's like right there. It's been there the whole time.
All right.
Sorry.
And
Sorry.
yeah, so you walk in up to the bar, where you now see that floating in. Yeah, there's the Duragar must be a proprietor of this place. Standing behind the bar, and floating in a dark corner above him is a spectator, which looks kind of like a tiny beholder.
Was it have like as many tentacles and eyes like as the beholder?
It doesn't look quite as fearsome, but
Is it like Pokemon? Like it's the first stage of the evolution?
kinda. They're not actually like related in that way, but they have some similarities. But yeah, it just sort of looks like it looks a lot like depicted here, where it's just sort of like a sort of octopus looking thing with a bunch of eyes on it.
Mm-hmm. Give me a tankard of your local favorite, and like thumb like a over my shoulder back at like the table of like what everyone else is drinking.
Like the dark dwarf arches an eyebrow at you. Says, "All right, elf. We only serve worm whiz." And he slams a mug on the countertop and begins filling it with some frothy and pretty foul-looking ale.
As long as it ain't seen the sun, that's the way I like my piss.
Here you go.
And I give him like the finger guns and kind of like flick a coin at him.
Those finger guns that are so classic in.
What are you doing?
The finger crossbows.
Oh, right. Yes, everyone does that here.
That's how I send the coin over to him.
2 silver.
Oh, then I give him 2. Choo choo.
Oh, double crossbows. I like it.
Dual wield.
This guy's very cool.
I'm gonna go get like a chair and then sit on it backwards so that I can turn it.
They're all stools, but you still do it.
Turn it around.
Clap.
So I'm just gonna like
sitting backwards in the stool.
Post up here so I can kind of hear, what's going on at the other tables and
yeah, drop some eaves.
Yeah, and I kind of keep an eye on like what that spectator's doing. Do I know anything about spectators?
Yeah, you can roll an Arcana to see if you know anything about them.
Arcana?
Yeah.
If I roll in the sheet, it'll display the roll in the campaign.
Yeah.
But it won't display in.
It's not in Tailspire, but I've got the campaign log up.
Okay.
And the rolls in that are more balanced, it seems.
Seems that way, right?
I just don't really love the rolls in Tailspire.
Yeah, I know. We haven't had any like terrible streaks yet, so fingers crossed.
Random streaks.
No, yeah, actual RNG. Great. 16. So, you might know that um, these floating aberrations are they share some abilities with beholders. They have kind of like some weaker versions of some of their eye rays. But it seems like around here, spectators are used to keep an eye on the place for Xanathar. They're like not so subtle spies and informants. And I think I don't remember if you were there.
Are they like mindless, or are they sort of like the phantom eye stalks in the
No, I mean they're their own creature. They're just kind of like a sort of like the Pokemon analogy. Like they're sort of tiny, wimpy versions of beholders.
Mhm.
But you did see, you guys have seen when you were in Xanathar's lair, you ran into one or two of these things, keeping an eye on the kitchens.
I think I was in the kitchens because we did that shit with the butter. Wait,
Yeah, there was the halfling who was
nimble being.
Nimble, right?
No, the clown.
Oh.
Because I think I disguised myself as someone who worked in the kitchens, or I was the lady from the inn above, and it came down to the kitchens.
Yeah. Kind of rings a bell. So anyway, yeah, these things probably, report back to Xanathar, and they're just.
I'm just wondering, like, would they? Would I be in danger with my disguised self sitting in the front of this thing? Like, Rotharm's visage hasn't really been seen, but would this thing be able to see through, like, disguise?
True. You know that. Actually, do you know? You don't think so. You're pretty sure they don't have, like,
good enough for me.
Yeah, some kind of like anti-magic, eye ray or something.
Time to elevate that cool teacher vibe you're putting off right now.
Yeah. So I like talk to this goblin. It's like, so what do you guys do down here? It's been penned up for some time.
I stab things.
Well, that's cool. I haven't stabbed anything in a long time. I've been penned up in the pen.
Pen? What pen?
I was part of this like spider queen cult thing where they just met me in a cage and wanted me to do stuff for them all day. They do stuff for me all day.
What kind of stuff?
Just real dirty stuff.
Go on.
Bit of a little sicko, aren't you? They're not hiring right now, but I have like a graphic novel coming out soon where I detail everything.
Your memoirs.
It's not so much about what I've been doing the past couple of years. It's that I don't want to be there anymore. Do you know the term death by snoo snoo?
No.
I've got too many pelvis fractures, and I'm afraid of one more might be the straw that broke the
camel's dick.
Bullywog's back. Beast of burden's back.
Pelvis is the king of rock. So, what's the deal with your spider queen? Is she like around here somewhere? I know about her?
Some weird assholes came in and killed her, and I don't know. They killed a bunch of stuff. And
what, here?
What? Here?
In Skullport?
No.
Oh.
I feel like you'd hear about that.
I think I would.
A couple floors above.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
Yeah,
looking.
haven't been up there.
No, there's a pretty cool goblin market.
I've heard about it.
Yeah, and I like look at like Tankard and like offer to him. And it's like the piss up there is not quite as frosty as this one, but you'd probably like it.
Yeah, probably. I like this stuff a lot.
I had this dream, kind of persistent dream the past couple months of forced coitus, and kind of wanted to be a sailor, or I don't know, do something with boats. Do you know of anyone hiring boat boys or like delivery guys on the water, or
Oh yeah, I know some guys.
boat guys, or
Uh-huh.
that's cool.
Yeah.
Well, I might be interested. I mean, I'm very interested. It beats the alternatives.
I think the last guy's got eaten by some river monster on the way back from the Underdark. So yeah,
Was
there
it
are probably
quick?
some positions available.
Was it quick?
Not by the sounds of it.
Well, it's
Kind of
probably
a
still better than being going quiet as
Sarlacc
Spider
type
Queen.
scenario.
Oh, one of them dead Nagas, right?
Could have been. I don't know. I'm just
Little eyeball.
I'm
Looks
just a stabbing
around
boat
and
guy. I don't
sucks you down. You're just a stabby boat guy.
stabbing boat guy. Yep.
You
It's on my business cards.
have a lot of stuff to stab when you're on a boat.
Sometimes.
Well,
Sarlaccs. Shipmates,
yeah,
fish.
yeah, I could probably do that.
Usually fish.
Usually fish. Yeah, you get one of them fish knives, and you could probably gut them pretty quick.
Okay. At this point, this other door opens and some clearly marked Xanathar thug walks in. He's got the full on, forehead tattoos and whatnot. And approaches the bartender. Says, "Hey, Droon, be on the lookout. There's a couple of humans, a halfling, maybe two halflings, on the way down here."
I was like, what'd you say, sir?
Human? What's a human?
What'd you say?
Human?
You said a couple of humans, a halfling, and what was the other?
He kind of looks you up and down. Like, I don't think I've seen you around here before.
I just been telling my butt, hey, what's your name, friend? And look at the goblin. Guy?
Scale stabber.
Key. Scale stab. I've been telling my friend, hey, there's a couple of chairs. Why don't you grab a chair? I'll get you guys a drink.
The thug looks pretty serious. No, I'm busy. What'd you say your
Come
name
on,
was?
You're not that busy. I got maybe some information for you.
Do tell.
Well, Droon, 2 more of your whiz.
Yeah, he turns around and holds up a hand, and he's like, one minute.
The thug.
Yeah. Says, I still haven't got your name.
My name is
P. Tier.
Sarnal Illator Sarna Ilatornin.
Roll a deception check.
My name is Goblin Minotaur.
Yeah. Min can Doug. Deception Min. Oh good, +1. Oh boy.
You really only have a +1?
Oh
Yeah.
man.
That's not Rotherham's strong suit.
Interesting.
Really?
Why are we drawing attention to ourselves?
Because it's Rotham.
Because Rotham RP just goes this way.
It's the
So-
best.
Greatest
always
detective in the world.
He says.
He's good at detecting. He's not good at lying. He's a very honest man.
Could have sat there and detected silently in the corner.
You elves always got weird fucking names.
I just like cry. I don't even know how to spell it. I don't know how to write my own name.
Alright.
It's
He
been
kind of
too
like
long.
he
never
gives
learned
this
how to-
goblin like a little shove on the way past. And goes back to talking to Droon. Says anyway, be on lookout. Our lookout in the bazaar tipped us off.
Yeah, okay. I mean, did you not want to know about them? We might be talking about the same people.
He doesn't seem to care what you have to say.
All right, man. Those guys are heroes. I like look at the telling like Scales Stabber. These guys, those humans and the halfling, they're heroes. They saved me. They saved me.
Saved you from a sex cult? I don't know
I'm
about that.
definitely disguised as the guy that Rotherham
I think they're villains at that point.
Stabbed and killed in the jail.
Oh, one of
Oh,
those
yeah.
guys.
Yeah, I'm definitely
Okay.
like one of the breeder boys.
Mm-hmm.
The breeder boys.
Yeah, I'm pretending that like he escaped and was freed, and
Sure.
so there's a plausible.
Instead, he was murdered by you.
Hey man, that part of this guy itself didn't actually come into illustration, so
And that guy's name was Creed.
it wasn't really.
Sure.
And he was a major NPC that you just murdered.
Well, then I'm Creed.
Yeah,
Oba.
so this goblin says, yeah, so anyway, yeah, if you're looking for a job on a boat,
That's me. I love boats. I mean, I think that's all I really thought about. But
Interesting.
Nobody.
Anyway, I can I can go introduce you to my associates. Maybe get you a
look over at
job
the
on this
table.
boat.
Look over at this table. These guys? This guy?
No, not those guys.
Yeah. Where are these guys at?
Well, the first rule is I'm not supposed to talk about it. I can't remember the second rule. Probably doesn't matter, but they're at the Fight Club upstairs.
Okay. Shoot, heck yeah. Do I need a ticket or secret knock?
No, I got you covered.
Do I gotta kill someone?
Maybe. That'd be pretty
That's
cool.
fine. I like to live life by the fullest. No
And
regret.
kill people.
No
Hey,
regrets.
if that's a regret, then I don't want it. What if I had other friends who wanted to be boat boys too?
No.
These
no.
these other friends from your weird elf sex cult thing.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, there's a lot of you, huh?
yeah. I mean, there could have been more. Like I said, these heroes saved us.
Who are these guys?
Well, there's
Let's
a big.
stop talking about them.
I mean, you should meet him. There's this one weird guy who loves all sorts of folk. He likes witches. He likes I can see out of the corner of my eye this like spectator moving.
It's like slowly coming over.
Anyways, I don't know their names, but man, they sure are good at killing stuff.
Yeah. Maybe we should introduce him to Xanathar.
Yeah.
I hear he's staffing up.
Is that like you need like the staff shortened? Like what kind of aspect of introducing are you? I don't have a way to get a hold of them. It's the problem. Just kind of storm in and kill all sorts of shit and then liberate and move on.
Well, that's not very useful, is it?
It was for me. Look at me now. I'm much more mobile and free than I was a week ago.
Well, let's see if we can't fix that.
I mean, that's not what I was looking for, but upward mobility is definitely something I could get into.
Well,
I just gotta go piss real quick. Hold on.
Going up.
Wait, going up?
I mean, you can pretty much go like anywhere. This place is. It's a real shithole, you know.
I don't want to go in front of
like
you.
You can just go and like there's the barrels over there.
Okay.
That's where I went earlier.
Which barrel?
Round him in the piss. Do it.
He points it out.
Is the barrel full?
Really show me.
The one in the shit barrel or the?
Well, that's the pooping barrel. The other one's the.
All right. Don't look. You gotta hit this board.
Can I go when you look?
He's definitely looking.
Okay.
You sit down to pee. That'd be funny.
No, but I have in my disguise just like a monster, an absolute leviathan.
Just an absolute knuckle dragger of a dog.
You gotta fucking wrap it around your arm at all times.
Yeah.
Take care of the extra slack.
Just a baby's arm holding an apple.
Yeah, wow. I see why they employed him in the sex dungeon. Crazy.
Swinging a cat and nine tails down there.
Okay.
We have to pee for a second because that's how big it is. It's like done.
I gotta let it sit for a little bit because it's still gotta empty fully.
Gotta squeeze the elephant trunk.
Jesus Christ.
You had
Gotta
like
wrap it up
half
full
a
time
beer.
Rubber Bandit.
Which was a hose.
Got like a nice little roll up situation inside your pants.
It's like a tube of toothpaste.
Oh,
It's like that Austin Powers movie. Oh my god, it's taking forever. Hurry up!
I'll catch up. I'm still going. It's upstairs.
Just make
How
sure
hard
this
can it be to find?
make sure the skull thing doesn't see it. It might fireball you or something.
For
Goodbye.
it? Oh shit. And can I try and like stealthily follow him?
If you want to.
Yeah, I do. I want to
Okay.
like figure out where he's going, but
Yeah.
be behind him.
Well, he's trying to lead you there.
Oh, okay.
But he goes upstairs here. I'll just teleport you up if you want. Boop.
Yep.
Up to this level, on the rickety catwalks above, where you can hear the sounds of a brawl coming from inside this room.
Okay. So I mean, this is you said where they do boat boy stuff. Sounds like they're just punching each other.
A little column A, a little column B. The
Wow.
guys that work on the boat come here to punch each other. Yeah, that's the gist of it.
It's not really what I'm good at.
Me either. That's what I'm looking forward to. And he heads inside.
Well, lock that door.
You just close it behind him.
Do I just close it behind me? No, I'm going to. Yeah, I'm gonna actually close the door, and then I'm going to
Set the building on fire.
Well, no, I was gonna actually put down some like caltrops and then
Okay.
let's see.
As you're setting the caltrops down, you can hear his little voice from inside, like, "Hey, I met some replacement expendable crew for your boat." And then the discussion is drowned out by shouting. And maybe the sound of a chair breaking.
I've got a hunting trap.
That's not exactly caltrops, but it'll work.
No, I was just trying to like
Trying to be a weird asshole.
visually
Yeah.
injure someone so then we can like track them.
Maybe I lost the plot here. Why are we doing this?
I'm
Let's
trying
try
to
to follow.
Yeah, there you go. I'm trying to like identify and find some boat guys.
So how are the caltrops working at that?
Well, the caltrops are to just like poke them and make them like, the people who are then walking around with a limp because they stepped on caltrops are going to be a lot easier to walk around and follow as a group.
Follow the blood trail.
Follow the blood trail sort of thing. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm probably going to morph into a bugbear and just kind of go back to the original location.
Okay. You set your trap and leave.
Yeah.
Heading back towards the docks, where by now your friends are waiting.
Ooh, wait, I found a
Tick
good
has
spot.
returned. Wait, where did he go? What are you looking for?
I was just like looking for a vantage point to see maybe if I could watch someone step on the trap
Oh.
and see who did it.
There are kind of like some pathways around, but
Yeah,
you'd have
Some old
to
lady
wait here
walks
for a
up, I
while.
brought you boys cookies.
Yeah,
Are you
did you have
gonna-
pizzas here? Your worm pizza. Here's a good spot
Ruined.
because then I can see through the steps.
Okay. Yeah.
And I'll just roll for stealth, I guess.
A minute later, the door opens, and that same goblin walks out. He's like, "Hey, where'd that guy go? Oh, ow!
Oh, I just got a nat 20 for stealth.
God damn! Who left these here?"
So did you step on a cow trap or did you step on an actual trap?
I think it's the trap.
Oh, it's a trap. Okay, so he is
I was doing the trap.
Roll damage.
caught in
Yeah,
a
that was
hunting
that's a
trap.
roll.
Ah!
It's a
Fucking brutal.
What
a creature
the
that steps.
fuck?
A creature that steps on a plate must succeed on a DC 13 Dex save, or take 1d4 piercing damage and stop moving.
He gets hit by it.
Well, it's like it's like a Dex save to like when you
Yeah.
step on it on whether or
Yeah.
not to go. So he did.
So he
did.
does step on it. Yeah, he
Oh,
and
okay. So that's 1d4 damage. I'll just roll that in game.
sure.
Oh, I hope that roll it went somewhere. Okay.
Hey.
I'm bleeding out. Jesus Christ.
So until he breaks free, he's limited by like a 3-foot long chain. And he can use his action to make a DC 13 strength check to free itself or another creature within reach.
Ah!
So each time he fails the DC 13 strength check, it does another 1 piercing damage.
That makes sense because you like partially open it, slips.
Yeah.
Oh,
Clang.
that's so brutal. Makes me think of Always Sunny.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, gotta put your leg back in the trap, man.
Does it have to be the same leg? Afraid
Thank
so.
Yeah, right. So, oh.
All right, now then I'm going to go find the group.
Like, somebody get me out of this thing. Oh my god.
As soon as Tig is back,
I'm going to do the secret.
At this point,
the secret knock.
Tick has returned. And is once he's out of bat form, he can tell you all about what he saw on Skull Island.
Yeah, so basically just an invisible bat starts beating your face. Oh, what the fuck?
what the fuck?
Yeah. So I'll inform the party of everything.
You guys see a bugbear approach,
Kill it.
Everybody
smiling to itself for some reason.
Need some help there, buddy?
I'm gonna do the
Lost?
secret knock on the door. It's like Darude Sandstorm.
How long is the secret knock? I don't know, it's like 8 minutes.
Hold on. We don't know it's definitely Rotharm
If they
yet.
fuck up one part of it, we know they're full of shit. All right. I have a couple ideas
Hey,
on
so
how to mitigate. Did anyone else find a different way in? Other like while they're perusing around town.
yeah, I found a fight club where a whole bunch of boat guys punch each other.
Oh. Did they say when the boat goes to the fort?
Probably soon. I just maimed one of them, so he'll probably be going soon.
I think the biggest problem was definitely going to be that wyvern. But I have a couple ideas.
Let's hear it, Dick.
Let's just bust out the ever-increasing bag of holding and portable hull. So I do have 5 bottles, for those of us that remember, of Grandma's secret recipe.
God bless him.
So I'm thinking we might be able to drug it / maybe incapacitate it.
Tick, buddy, I'm gonna stop you right there. While you were focusing on other endeavors, I may have come into possession of some pretty dope poison. I have a dose of Midnight Tears and a dose of Torpor, which may
What's that do?
Torpor, if a creature subject to this poison must succeed a DC 15 Constitution saving throw, will become poisoned for 4d6 hours. Poison creature is incapacitated.
It's incapacitated?
That is correct.
Oh.
It's an ingested poison, so you have to get it to eat it. And then
I found where it eats
Okay.
What do wyverns eat?
everything.
Bats.
What do wyverns eat?
Kai, when I went there, did it look like it had like a water bowl or something?
Kibble.
Like Kibble and Bits bowl.
Yeah, not so organized. Maybe you definitely saw like some piles of bones and things. It seems like it probably gets fed, whole animals at a time, most likely,
Okay.
or humanoids, whatever.
Well, between my alchemist supplies, my brewer supplies, my cook utensils, I think I might be able to disguise the poison.
I don't know too much about wyverns, but I'm pretty sure they might be immune to poisons.
Would I know that from my studies and stuff on crazy animals and
or
such?
At least resistant, I would say.
You could.
Have we fought one? No,
We
it's
have
not.
not.
I
We
don't.
did.
Did
We
you?
fought 2 of them.
No, it's a mana form.
Downstairs. Vasp was around.
fought
manticores.
wyverns?
Oh, those were manticores. I thought they were wyverns.
Yeah.
Then I have
but-
no idea. Never mind.
No, you could do an Arcana check, see what you know about,
All right.
or nature.
They sound
well, I-
poisony.
25 on Arcana.
Yeah. You've studied them a bit on account of their interesting
They're almost
poisons,
dragons.
poison tails, dragon relation.
Yeah.
And although they themselves have a powerful stinger, they're not known to be resistant to poison.
Are
Okay.
wyverns like a dragon?
They're
Dragonoids.
They're a type of dragon, yeah.
Yeah, they're like a sub dragon.
Yeah.
Okay, so poison good. That can work. I'll let them know about the 2 harbors. Now, looking at the 2 harbor areas, I have quite a bit of stuff. Lots of rope, lots of ladders, grappling hooks, caltrops, ball bearings.
You're gonna manufacture a Trojan horse. Got it.
Yes. I actually do have a portable ram, so Anyways, if all of us can't
use it,
what, the portable ram
none of us are strong enough to use it.
doesn't have a strength requirement.
No, but it only adds to your ability to bash down doors, but you need to be already strong to be.
Yeah, +4 on your strength check. It's not bad.
I think the highest strength score we have here is a +1, maybe plus.
Yeah, I think that's true.
That would
We are
bump it
not
up to like a
group of strong
+6.
people.
Anyways,
Yeah, might have to be a rickety door.
Yeah. Between having lots of ladders and lots of ropes, we could definitely, if we sent me over there, I could definitely set up shit so we could scale the walls. I know we also have the boat plan. But like, what's the game plan for when the boat shows up? Like, after the boat docks, what do we do? Like, are we all pretending to be workers?
I mean, that's the question. We want to attempt to sneak in and kill Undreth, or
Yeah.
we just want
Because
to.
I don't
do
know
we-
where
Do we
Sundrat.
have a plan on? I guess we have a sending stone to Rizril. We have a plan for like notifying when for our forces to invade. Because I feel like if we're gonna infiltrate and try to kill somebody, we need them at the ready to storm the gates. Because
Yeah.
otherwise, the entire place is just going to be killing us.
Yeah, kind of need
All right.
both to happen at the same time.
We can say that that was discussed at some point.
And did they agree to it though? I assume they would.
Yeah, they said that they were on board with the plan. He just didn't give them specifics really, but
If
we could say that the plan, the loose plan, unless you guys tell them otherwise, is that Azrock and his dudes will storm in from the connecting tunnel that you guys went through. Rizaril has access to rafts, the ones you guys found up in her area, and so she will bring her forces down through the river.
Like 8 people at a time or 4 people at a time?
What about the Zents? What option can they bring?
None, because you didn't ask them for anything.
I thought we did.
You told them your plan, but you didn't take them up on their offer for like dudes.
Oh.
I can change that. I have a.
Yeah,
I have
you have a sending stone with her.
I have a sending stone with her.
Yeah, just the question is, how do they get here?
yeah,
Walk? We fucking walk. They can walk.
Wait, the shortcut from
Blew that up.
It's exploded.
Yeah, we blew.
Yeah, blew it up.
I mean, I guess we can go back up top and grab them. But
Okay, hear me out. So I think given the setup of the fortress and the idea that perhaps not even half of the people that are outside make up the total garrison of the fortress, we might be kicking a goddamn bee's nest. Couple of thoughts. One, we get Schemo and our Xanath or our Zentrum connections to buy all of the potions of water breathing and have the hobgoblins swim in. Or just like walk along the bottom until they get to one of the inner parts, and then we have one invading force there. And that way if they blow up the bridge.
Oh, that's not a
Like
good idea.
at first, like I was thinking, let's like our group, let's like bamf into a tower and try to take the tower and try to raise the gate and try to get people in that way. Meanwhile, potions of water breathing force goes one way, and maybe we like try to get like an armored vessel from above to bring in a good contingent of hobgoblins to another route, but I don't know how we would get them surface side loaded into the boat. There's no other place to get to the Sargoth River besides out here. So,
Well,
underwater force should definitely go through the back door, the back dock.
There's monsters in the water.
Yeah.
Someone got.
And I still think that the city, separate from the fortress, is full of fucking. There's like got to be something we have to be wary of in the city.
what we could do is we have an inn supposedly with a boat that's supposed to dock there, right?
Kind of, but we kind of blew
Rotharm?
Rotharm kind of killed that. So
Basically, all we would need is Rotharm to like get them to show us where the boat is. We could just kill everyone on the boat, and then
that was my
basically
thought,
use
too,
that.
and then just fill it with our own guys.
Well, fill it with the land invading force that invades from the port. But then, if you want to have the water team, if you want to have our Navy SEALs jump off the boat and then go in on a different side. That way, they don't have to brave all the water, just the water when it gets close.
Well, my thought was we get the hobgoblins through the secret entrance with us on some sort of boat that they get supplies from. We go through the back entrance. Then, once they've been alerted, because they're going to realize pretty quickly that this is an attacking force, everyone's going to start scrambling this direction, and then that's when Rizarel goes through the main dock, because they'll be diverting all their attention to us.
But what do we do about all the ballistas and stuff that are on the walls? They'll get cut to pieces, just hanging out here trying to cross.
Well, that's what my hope is, that when we attack the hidden port and start making enough noise, they're all going to scramble to get to that side and deal with it, and then it'll be a lighter contingent defending the other dock.
Mm-hmm.
That's my hope, at least. But I don't know. It's an idea.
So you only want people coming in through the docks? But we wouldn't. Do you think that they would?
I don't think. I think if we have a actual sizable force that tries to cross this bridge, it's going to fall apart, even without being attacked. I think they use this bridge as a trap. Like, the whole time we've been hanging out here, which has been about an hour, has anyone used this bridge?
Let's see. Yeah, I'll say that since you guys have been staking out the place, there have been like a cart or two that
Really
have
get stuck in the hole and like fuck.
headed over. Yeah. I mean, it's you gotta like get the wheels unstuck and whatever. But it seems like there are occasional deliveries of maybe supplies or something, or relief, changing out the guard or something like that.
But no serious numbers. Like,
there's a bit of traffic, but it seems like there's no like big caravans or convoys going in. Or
they
like
got to bring
large...
food in for that many people, right? Like, that's my thought.
Yeah, that's what you're kind of getting.
We see anything
the
come
impression
by the water?
of. Yeah, so
I know where all those guys meet, all the boat boys.
Yeah, so the boat boys, you see what your goblin buddy was talking about. Eventually there is a barely seaworthy craft that slowly, like, it kind of emerges from the dark and pulls up to the dock.
The dock here, or the dock?
Yeah, the dock here, like over kind of by the old fish market. Over
by the creepy lady?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Under the watchful gaze of the creepy hag. And there's a cart that meets them, and they start loading what looks like some types of like jars onto the boat.
Jars.
When that happens, can I walk over and like walk by and get a good look? going on.
Mm-hmm.
Right, those are the piss jars. They have
Do I recognize anyone there? Is that?
Let me put a couple
Is-
things over here.
Does it look like the guy I saw, the scale shank or something? Scale stabber?
You don't see him, but maybe these are some of his colleagues. All right, tiny shitty boat. Yeah, there. Yeah,
A little
it's leaking
water.
water. Perfect.
So someone with a cart with jars has come up to meet the
Yes.
boat, or they're unloading jars from the boat?
Nope, putting jars on the boat.
Wow, that sure looks like fun, guys.
Yeah, and there's a few. I don't know. It's the crew is pretty small. It's a tiny boat. Plonk, plonk. You hear one of these guys say, one of the guys from the boat crew. Let me see, where is what the heck is the name of this place?
Old Fort?
No.
Oh.
No, is that it? Yeah, he's you overhear you overhear them say yeah, this is delivery from the overflowing urn. It's a good thing that guy keeps so much of this spare alchemist fire around. I mean, they're like loading jars of what's probably volatile material onto the boat.
I'm gonna grab a jar and start helping load.
Oh, you're disguised as a goblin, right?
Yeah.
You're like, whoa, be careful with that.
What?
Jesus.
I'm gonna kind of be like way too unsafe with it. What are you talking about? This is how we deal with the stuff back at the fort.
Ah. Burn the whole damn city down.
Here, catch.
Ah!
We'll go faster if we throw it.
It will not.
How much alchemist fire they got?
Quite a bit. There's like a whole cart full, one shipment on boat.
I think if I have anything I can mark it with to like know where it goes. Do I have anything like?
It's going in the boat.
I could go in the boat, but that seems dangerous for me.
Just leave with these guys. Yeah, there's maybe like a like 10 or a dozen of these containers.
Oh. 10 to 12 crates of this stuff.
Jars.
Jars.
Like
jars.
Like ceramic jars with, you know.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna walk up in Xanathar guild garb and shake my head and go, just what the fuck are they doing with all this on the island anyways?
Hey buddy, it's not your place to question it.
I'm not questioning them, I'm drunk.
Actually, why do we need all this stuff?
Sort of the like points behind him, like for the fucking fortress. Jesus, goblins are stupid.
Yeah, but I'm hungry. I thought it was food. I thought we were loading food. I ate some of the stuff. Should I be okay?
Yes.
Is that lady still watching?
Yep.
I don't mean to alarm you guys, but I think that lady took one of the jars, and I'm gonna do a minor illusion when they all look, and make a jar appear behind her.
All right. Well, he like says it like, oh really? Well, maybe you should go get it. Oh wait. I'll be damned. Hey you. Yeah, they go to
I'm gonna
question the hag.
I'm gonna get the fuck away. That's what I'm gonna do.
This is okay. So they use a bunch of alchemist fire
Yeah.
out there, either for firing torches or for
Just lobbing it. Yeah.
lobbing it.
Well, the question is, if we can find that stockpile, we can
Yeah.
do the bat scenario again. All we have to do
That's
is
a-
take a match.
Yeah. Well, honestly, like it lights when it's exposed to air. Like,
Oh,
all you
so
have
you
to
just need to like, well,
Yeah.
you need to survive it. So my
I'm
suggestion
assuming-
is,
I have another
well, I'm
fourth
assuming
level
this
spell slot,
isn't
so we can
their
watch them
entire
go
stockhold,
across.
so you could basically blow up their armory.
yeah, that wouldn't be a bad move.
I like how we're getting all these like little mini side quests to like weaken the fort. It's like gotta poison the wyvern, blow up the armory.
Or we can just charge the gate. Fuck it.
Each one will make the.
Is there a
boss
way
fight
for us
easier.
to lure Sundeath off somewhere else while we're taking the fort, just so he's just not there at all, and we can deal with him later?
Okay, do we even know where?
Yeah.
I didn't see Sundeath.
He was by the wyvern.
Wait, yeah, you did. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
you did.
he's the big
spawned.
guy. Okay.
Yeah.
He's the only half
it-
giant you saw. So
I mean, honestly, like
Um,
if we wanted to guarantee dealing with him, we like while all this army shit's going on, we can literally just special forces strike team, just get in there, poison the thing, and then just like bum rush his ass. All of us should be able to take him.
How do
If
we
we're
all
the
get
question is,
there?
how
How
do
do
we
we-
get to him? Like,
How do we
Well-
get to him? Yeah.
I have a lot of rope. I have a grappling hook.
you know, there's
The
Blista
rope.
on every one of these
The rope.
towers. They'll turn and shoot us. All
Well,
of them.
if we can sneak somehow, I don't
That's
have
a
all
big
the
if,
answers.
man. That's a
I don't
big
have all
if.
the answers.
Yeah,
I'm just saying is I have ways for us to scale that.
Oh,
You know,
are you good at
and
stealth?
between half of us, shit, how many people here know fly?
Me.
I know
What?
fly.
The two of
I
us.
could prepare it. I don't have it prepared.
That's still only
Okay.
3 flies. That's not.
All right.
of us.
Well, technically, how many spell slots do I have?
And then how do we get out? You know what I mean? Like,
Well, obviously, like
That
we
part
should
will
try to
solve
time
itself.
it with the big attack, and then there should be enough
Phase
bullshit
the
going on
attack.
that
Why
we
don't-
won't be the focus.
Why don't we
I definitely like
just go
the idea
steal-
of the death of 1,000 cuts. We just keep figuring out things that go to this fort, and we keep fucking them up.
Why don't we just
Where do
go
I see my
steal
damn
the-
spell slots
the,
on this
uh,
character
the
sheet?
liquid flame or the
You have to go
fire?
to the
Well,
spell sheet, and then it's above
spell-
each thing.
It's just
Look-
like
oh,
fire.
okay. So if we wanted to, because as a artificer, I can make those potions or the elixirs, and I can make for every spell slot, I can purposely make an elixir of flying. So I have 4 level 1 spell slots and then level 2 spell slots if we need them. So that's potentially 4 additional people that can fly alongside someone else casting.
My point being is flying just means now you're going to get hit by all of the ballistas, and not to mention the gargoyles, the wyvern, and
Well, ideally in this scenario, we would have poisoned the wyvern beforehand, and maybe set the trap in the armory as well.
The guards over there said that the overflowing urn had a lot more of this wildfire.
we could just sabotage that. And then they wouldn't
Wildfire.
have that supply. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
I was sitting here thinking I could just shoot the wildfire and blow up their boat, but it'd be way more interesting to
I think it'd be
Yeah,
good
we
to do
want-
both.
take it.
Oh,
I mean, if we blow it up in the fort,
wait,
that
you
is
s-
a
can-
distraction
can I-
in of itself.
Can I cast? Are you willing to sacrifice Sart? I could just invisible Sart, and then he could ride in the boat with them,
I'll
And
just tie,
just-
I'll just tie this wildfire.
and then just
to
follow it
tons of
in there
food.
and just open the jar and blow up the whole room.
yeah.
If you're willing to sacrifice your boy.
Or
I
could
mean-
you,
I can remake Sart.
is there like a
What?
mark recall spell that you could like have Sart scout a spot? and someone else-
Like, unfortunately, he's not nearly as
I mean,
good.
the explosion
as...
will let us know where it was.
Sart isn't
Have
as
to pick up the
versatile as like a
pieces.
warlock's like
Minion,
familiar.
yeah.
But
or,
I mean,
or we could put like a delayed spell like into a jar and then have that
Yeah.
after they bring it over blow up, or like a decoy jar.
can we delay a spell?
Not like. I mean, there probably is a spell that does that, but I don't have.
I mean,
Yeah, if you
I'm
have,
not against So,
It'd
I'm
be
not
a
against
glyph.
using Sart as,
Yeah, glyph.
you know,
We can
Al
put
Qaeda.
Start into a jar
Swap it
and
out.
then have
Take
them
one of their
load it.
jars,
No,
swap it
have
with
them
another
load.
one,
Yeah, have them load him up in a jar.
and then just have him wake up, open the jar, open another jar, and blow up the whole room.
Yeah.
an
Well,
option.
how are we gonna time it?
Yeah, I guess that's not.
I mean, I'm down. Like
We
we
always go
can,
buy
like
a
if we
sending
find the
stone.
room, if we find the rune that these are going into, we can just on the way of poisoning the Wyvern, we can drop Sart off.
We don't have to do it right this second. So like,
No, yeah,
don't-
that's why.
yeah,
Like
so,
we're just in the planning phase.
Mhm.
You know, if we can, I do like the idea. I'm with you on this one, Mikers, with the death by 1,000 cuts. Send in the troops, sabotage, poison.
I think we.
And
I think
then
the thing
strike
we
force.
really need to find is their food. We need to cut off their food. Once
What,
those
like-
troops are in and they're starving, they're not going to want to hang around. They're not going to. You know what I mean? Like they're going to.
I mean,
fucking leave.
so are we planning for a prolonged siege now? Because I thought this was going to be a relatively quick thing.
I don't
Like the
know.
next
There-
couple
There are
days.
two
But I mean,
ways
like,
to end this
you
pretty
know,
quickly.
We
you
could
know,
poison the food.
That's another option. I think the food is a good option because if we destroy their food supplies, then we have an inn. You know, we just run to some Xanath Argoon and we go, hey, I get you a boat of food. And we just bring that in with all the bugbears and.
I'm assuming a fortress of this size, they'll have a decently substantial stockpile. So I don't think running out will work.
Well,
I
you've
think
seen,
poisoning it.
Yeah, running out might be a stretch, but you've definitely seen them transporting stuff into it.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
Across
like
the
because they're
bridge,
gonna
shouldn't
keep their lifeblood up.
Across the
But
bridge.
if we're lucky and they store the alchemist fire in the same room that they store the food.
Yeah. I think that I mean, hey, if you want, you can just pop invisibility on me. I can ride in with the alchemist fire, and then I'll just fly out. We'll just keep reconning.
Well, I can't do invisibility again. I can only do greater.
Oh,
Like, I can only do it once
I can
per day.
if we're still scouting, if we're not going to be doing a combat for another rest, I have no problem burning my spell slots on this recon.
I think we do need to search the town more and find more inns. I feel like there's stuff we're missing. Like we have enough to make it work at this point, but
Not
I
enough
feel
to
like
make us feel comfortable.
yeah, it's a lot of like nothing can go wrong.
Mm.
And everything.
Yeah, well, the Wyvern is definitely the biggest stretch, but I think we can make that work.
Okay, so these flaming skulls apparently can use fireball at some point.
What?
So like they're not
What?
just innocuous street lamps because that goblin said it could blow you up. That's scary. There's a
Who
bunch of
controls them
businesses
is the
we don't
question.
really know about. I feel like if we go after their food stocks and aren't able to like really figure out a good way to make like a very exacting strike against Sundeath, then taking the city of Skullport and like just having the hobgoblins like try to lock down the city while burning down the guts and garters. It puts Sundeath in a very bad position, and I wonder if Sundeath might listen to a different contract offer at a certain point.
Or at least surrender to save his own skin, guys.
Exactly. I do wonder if there is
Or
enough
at the very
pressure.
least, Ben's idea, lure him out so you can fight him somewhere else.
That's
Yeah.
not a
If we
bad
can find
move
something
either.
that would get him out,
Do we know anything about him that would
Not-
work?
we have
Not
we haven't
enough.
learned anything about him.
You know that he's very angry, and that he's probably the only person on that island with means to fly off of it.
I have an idea. We could start making up posters and putting around saying Sundeath is a big stinky head and doesn't like to come into Skullport proper.
That'll for sure work.
I mean, like, you know, just keep insulting him and he'll.
So we're going with the really long.
It's like, sorry, sir, I don't.
We're gonna
they
start
keep putting up
dropping
these
leaflets.
posters.
Yeah.
But we're gonna Waco, Texas, this boy.
We're gonna blast music at him.
We can say that for the purposes of like gaining intel, and planning your how you're gonna tackle this, we can skip ahead in time as necessary for you guys to like check out different parts of Skullport if there are things that you like
Yeah.
leads you want to follow, any
I
breadcrumbs.
definitely want to check out this. What was the name of the place? Oh, I saw it on the list. The overflowing urn. I think
For
that's worth a check
now,
out.
just
Yeah.
because it's immediate, can I pop invisibility and sneak onto that boat?
Yeah.
I want to find out where this room is. I think this is our
bad
best
here.
opportunity.
What's going on with
Okay.
that lady over there? Should
Dick,
we
if
like,
it makes more sense, I'll just use my
assist?
other 4th level spell slot and polymorph you into a bat again.
Mm,
You'll be able to watch it from near and
Yeah,
far.
I'll say that just like for brevity, don't worry about your spell slots. Just if you have access to a spell, you guys can use them willy-nilly to, you know, gain
Over
intel
time.
and
Oh, then I'm
explore
just gonna
stuff.
cast
Yeah.
Dimension Door 20 times. Just keep going back.
Interesting. I've got
All right,
spells now.
Do you? Because you might find something interesting about that.
Yeah.
Ah.
If you want to do the bat thing again, I'm going to figure out where this goes.
Yeah, I can cast. I'll use polymorph and turn you into a bat.
Yeah, we'll
do
just
they
say you
kill
guys
that
are able
lady?
to kind of like from your
right.
your
And I will pop
hideout.
invisibility.
I will use my long strider spell on Tick so he gets 10 more feet of movement. So he's a quick bat.
Are these like things that you guys are like saying out loud, like abracadabra, and like waving your hands at him?
Yeah, it's like Harry Potter when they're like explaining what they're
Yeah.
gonna do.
Bat.
Quick bat.
Quick bat.
I'm just saying, are we doing that in front of everyone?
It does.
Yes.
It does have a somatic.
You're probably like in your
verbal-
one of your hideouts, right? You could also be
Mhm.
doing this like from that other abandoned tavern that you were working out of before.
That's true.
Do they kill this lady?
No, they were like, hey, what are you doing stealing these things? And go to shake her down, and pretty quickly discovered that the
Urn is fake.
the urn is was an illusion. It was like fucking hags, man. It's so weird. Just trying to get a rise out of you.
Tick, while you're a bat, I want you to do a fly over of the giant spider in the sky and see what you see.
Giant spider in the sky.
Oh.
Because that thing creeps me out. Like I feel like we should
Not like
know
on
a
the other
little bit
half
more
of the
about what that
place,
is.
though, isn't it?
It is.
Sweet.
It's like way the fuck on the
Yeah.
east side.
Where?
Very, very tippy top east side of the map. There's a giant spider sculpture thing.
Oh,
Which is a super, super simplified version of what it actually looks like, which is
so is it actually a big fucking spider?
yes, not a living one, but it's like
Dead?
it's carved. It's made out of stone, but it's like carved into the ceiling to like look like it's a spider.
Oh,
Well, I'll do a flyby.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much. It looks like a spider hanging upside down off the ceiling.
But it was carved.
And yeah, it's a structure. And
Okay.
doing a flyby of it, you
You
see
find the
that
butt?
it's it has windows in like its abdomen and stuff. And it looks like kind of flying up to it, there are rooms inside. Like this was clearly some kind of building. Except all you can see within, it's dark and it is absolutely covered in spider webs.
Oh.
not a
Space
good
spider.
spot for a bat.
I will try to get closer to the window. I do have dark vision.
Yeah, you can go like right up to it.
Yeah.
If you're gonna hang out for a bit, you'll see that within, in some of these chambers, you definitely spot a couple of very large spiders kind of just hanging out.
They're
It
just
seems-
hanging out.
Yeah, this sort of strikes you as similar to maybe some of the drow stuff that you saw, or that the party might have seen earlier.
Mhm.
This looks very much like abandoned drow architecture, and they just like left some giant spiders to sit on it.
But there doesn't seem to be a purpose.
Not that you can tell. Like it's pretty much just like a big scary looking building, hanging off the
With
ceiling,
spiders in it.
occupied by spiders. Yeah,
Right. It's
And,
a
like,
standalone building. It doesn't seem to lead anywhere because it's on the ceiling.
it just attaches to the ceiling. Yeah, so like you're not sure how anybody would get into it. It would be quite the jump from down below.
I want to cast see invisibility on myself.
Can you cast?
Can you cast as a bat? I don't think you can.
No, you
I don't
don't
think
think
you
Oh
can.
shit. Okay, I cannot. But
I'll just tell you that like it doesn't look like there's anything in here other than the spiders. Like you can see that there's some old like the rooms were you're trying to picture it like when it was occupied, and it looks like it would be pretty lavish. Like maybe some kind of like drow lord could have occupied this at some point. There's some like furniture and things that look pretty they'd be covered in dust and spider webs, but pretty fancy looking. But yeah, all you can detect is the handful of alarmingly giant spiders kind of crouched in various corners.
Right.
And
So
they're
definitely not worth our time. Okay.
Well,
Maybe not.
I
What
mean-
did you say, James?
Oh, it's just that. I mean, I'm not there, but just they're alive, right? They're not statues.
Oh yeah, they're definitely alive.
So they come down into town and feast.
I mean, but we have someone in our repertoire that can make the spiders do things.
That's
Yeah,
true.
potentially.
But
I will return back to my original plan to figuring out where the hell
Oh
this
shit!
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, you're
area
right. There's
There
like
is a rule.
there's like giant spiders just like hanging out, ready for.
That could be. Oh, you mean like tell them to go like
Yeah.
another of our 1,000 cuts?
You can start picking off
Oh, God.
guards, you know?
Giant spiders have invaded the city.
Yeah.
Or even if we just get them to focus on guards rather than, like drunk people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe Rizral doesn't know that these spiders are here and available.
Probably not.
I don't know if she can just command spiders, but I don't know what she can do.
Unclear. You did.
I mean, it's something we can talk about. You know?
Just all command spiders.
Krenrak did tell you that she was recently on level 2 collecting spiders.
More
Fair enough.
spiders to collect. So.
That Rizral was.
Yeah.
Krenna would like to, collect rumors on the skull things floating around. Try to figure out if he can. Either I can roll Arcana or something, or I can try to just.
You can roll Arcana to
Talk
see
to
if
people on the
maybe
street.
this is something you might have read about somewhere.
Oh shit!
Damn.
Well, no.
Not ringing a bell. You've heard of flame skulls, probably.
We faced off against a flame skull.
I think you might have at some point.
No, we faced off against the electric skull, right?
Actually, no, both. There was a flame skull and like an electric variant. The one that Tick put in his bag, and yeah, that was great. I had forgotten about that. So you don't recall anything specific about these ones, but you can ask around. Is there anyone in particular you want to talk to?
I think for this one, I would go to the lady who has the teleportation circle.
Okay.
And she at least knows she's seen me before,
Yeah.
So I'd probably go ask her because I at least don't think she cares. But I guess I could also go to that Dragonborn. So yeah, those would probably be the two that I would go to.
Okay.
Probably the lady first.
Yeah, Tasselgrin at the Poisoned Quill is a bit closer. You can go seek her out. It's on level 2 over here. This bubble.
We went there though.
Yeah, you guys used. She has a teleportation circle that you guys used to.
That's what
Orkins used it.
I was gonna say.
Orkins and Quiet used to
Mhm.
escape.
Yeah.
And you also used it to send Boskin back.
But is that what like the quill? That's what she does. She just sends people.
Not
He
only
sells other
that,
stuff too.
you were
Does
you were
she
told that she
receive-
was friendly towards adventurers.
Yeah. What about
and
towards armies?
unclear, but you were told about her shop and that she could get you guys out of there in a pinch.
What does her shop have?
Let me double check. The poison quill. Because I know she had some scrolls and things last time that you looked through. Let me see. Yeah, it's pretty much just a small magic shop. She sells various scrolls and sort of maybe like blank spell books and stuff like that. A wizardly type place.
A wizardly type.
I gotta get up and go pee.
Yeah, do you guys want to take a quick bio break and then
Let's do it.
Yeah, I'm down.
and then chat with Tasselgrin? All right, BRB. Okay.
Okay. All right, new plan. Necklace of fireballs, all 5 bulbs all at once. I'm just throwing it at the top of that cliff.
Just explode.
Just airstrike it. You know what? We're just going to United States. We're just fucking dropping a fucking smart bomb on them.
Maybe it's all the cordyceps.
It's like we have to deal with this whole siege. Be like, you know what? Just fucking drop a bomb on them. Fuck it. Actually, hey Kai, how high is the ceiling above the fort? You said that pillar goes all the way to the top, right?
It does go to the top.
Ballpark?
Yeah, let me see. About 120 feet
120 feet from
from the water.
From the water. Oh,
like the top of the water,
From the top of the water. So.
And the keep is, I don't know.
Well, okay, so what? The water to the top of what we can see is 120 feet. How high is the ceiling?
No, that's it. That's like the top of the cavern.
Oh, so this is the top of the cavern.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
Well, I mean that pillar as shown, it maybe doesn't go all the way up to the top, but it's supposed to.
Pretty close. Pretty close.
Uh-huh.
Kai?
Yeah.
Would it be easy to find out where these other exits from the city go to? Because there's like all these other things that lead out of Skullport, and there's only one that leads in from the dungeon. Like, where do these other paths off the...
So...
Are they all guarded?
They might be guarded. I actually have no fucking idea. I looked everywhere. I can't find any details other than the one about like, hey, where the hell do these things go? It's just like, there are like 5 exits. Like, okay, where'd they go? Who knows?
That's for you to put your own story.
I guess so. So I don't know.
Perhaps you should find your own answers.
Random places in the Underdark. Maybe they come out on the surface somewhere.
Okay.
One of those frustrating details that is missing. One detail that I glossed over when I was perusing the Poison Quill. In addition to spell scrolls and such, she also is an expert forger. So if you need, a note forged or whatever,
fake ID so we can buy booze.
She also does that, putting her quill work to good use.
That's actually another good question for her. I wonder if, because she's a denizen of the city, if she knows if Sundeath and representatives of Xanathar ever meet. And if that's the case, I wonder if we could have her forge a Xanathar guild letterhead.
If you give her
a note
one
saying,
penny,
"Hey, we need to meet, please," and it has to be outside of town.
you give her 1 penny for a forgery, Rotharm will turn hostile on the party.
That's true.
Forgery is like his bread and butter. He will go all right and then leave and go blow up the tavern. He goes, you take something I don't want, you take something I love and destroy it. I take something you love and destroy it.
I suppose the other thing I might want to ask her is how does anybody are there rumors about Sundeath's degree of loyalty? Is he a diehard Xanathar fan?
Or is he just in it for the money?
Ride or die.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. All things she might know.
And Lord, if he ever leaves, that's the important thing. Because
Yeah.
he can't stay in there forever. Everyone needs to go.
Flaming skulls and a couple of questions about Sundeath.
Okay. So as you, I won't make you actually come over here, but as you turn the corner on the creaky catwalk to arrive at the door to her shop. It opens, and a tall, old man steps out, dons a floppy wizard hat, and vanishes.
What?
Would I have recognized this guy because we've run into one other wizard who was drunk? At least who
You
was
you think that it looked alarmingly like the Hallister's simulacrum that you spoke with on level 1.
Okay.
Do you continue into the shop?
Yes. Yes. Do it.
I'm gonna stop, and I'm gonna have Tracy just move forward and just push the door open really lightly. Obviously, like she's invisible, so we'll just have her push on the door, and then I'll sort of like walk by and peep in from outside just to see what I can see. As
Okay.
a casual passerby, having just witnessed some guy step out and then vanish.
So peering in the window, and the door does kind of creak open, sort of betraying your presence. But you see the elderly Tasselgrin, kind of puttering around inside, seems to be cleaning up a tea set.
Ah, yeah. Then I'll just head in and unalter self.
So looking like you.
Yep.
She turns and says, "Oh, it's you again. Welcome back."
Yes, I see you putting away the tea
Sorry,
set.
the place is a mess.
No problem.
Wasn't
I don't
expecting
mind.
so much company today, and she gives you this very warm,
Yes,
grandmotherly smile.
you're quite popular.
Hmm?
Is it
I suppose
often
so.
that you have tea with Hallister himself?
Oh, he drops in now and then. Old friends.
Did you study with Hallister?
Hmm. No, can't say that I have.
Ah. I've come to you today with some very newcomer, new in town questions. And I'm hoping you could shed some light on some things.
Fire away. I like to think that I'm pretty well versed about things that go on around here. See if you can stump me.
In the streets, there are these flaming skulls, and when I first got here, I could swear they were just extra light that would patrol the streets, you know? But it seems like certain people have a wariness or seem to think that they're more than just decorative. Do you know what role they serve here in Waterdeep and why there are so many? We've spotted like 3 or 4 of them by now, just wandering around the
Oh,
streets.
yes. 13, I believe.
13.
Did they remove the library? I'm not seeing it in here. Oh well. Magic Lab it is. Yes. The 13. Oh, I suppose lords might be lofty, but 13 Netheries, wizards of the Sargoth. An
13
old.
Netheries, Wizards of the Sargoth. That makes
an-
it sound quite impressive.
I'm quite sure that it was many thousands of years ago. They are all that remain of enclave of wizards who practiced down here. Now shades of their former selves,
Do they have?
but they still command quite a bit of respect.
Ah. Do they command any power down here?
Can't say that they do. People just know not to cross them, and they sort of maintain the peace, as peaceful as it can get in a place like this.
When you say they maintain the peace, do they maintain Xanathar's peace?
I don't know that they listen to him. I've tried speaking to them. They don't listen to me.
Okay. We have noticed that on the edge of your little town, there is quite the sizable fortress. And high above
Yes,
the
and
fortress,
they
sits a
definitely
very...
do answer to Xanathar.
Yes. High above the fortress sits a half-giant and a wyvern.
Yeah, oh yes, terrible beasts. Temperamental.
Do you know if that person ever leaves the fort? Do they ever come to the city?
Do you need some tea?
I would love some.
He brews a kettle. Not often. The place is a bit cramped. I believe they travel to and fro, up and down the Sargoth from time to time.
Do you know what sorts of things grab his attention? Say I wanted to get an audience with him.
That's a good question. I'm sure any offerings of power, and perhaps some sort of sacrifice. I hear he's quite fond of beheadings. Deserved or not.
And offerings. Do you think that he's ultimately purely loyal to Xanathar and his interests? Or is Xanathar exerting some sort of control, influence,
Hard to say with that
max
one.
contract?
It's likely that he has no better options, but has found a use as a powerful ally and thug of Xanathar. A useful idiot.
Are the forces in the fort his forces, or are they Xanathar's forces at his
Oh.
disposal?
No, Xanathar.
Right.
He holds all the power here. Or at least he thinks he does, and she gives him she gives you a wink.
That gives me a good idea. If we can make him think that Xanathar is planning on replacing him, and try to plant evidence on random soldiers that go in and out, he might find,
I like this.
maybe he might get paranoid, kill enough of his own men that Xanathar catches notice and removes him himself.
So we make a Facebook event and invite everybody except him.
Yep. Mm-hmm. But just even
That's
things
damn
if we go in disguise to taverns and just go I just got back from Xanathar, and it seems like a change in leadership out here. He's not happy with the way things are running, Just shit like
It was
that.
part of his most recent sermon.
It's really weird. 15 minutes that before the arena. It's crazy.
It's like ads before the gladiatorial combat.
Hi, I'm Xanathar. You might know me from being your omnipotent leader.
Yeah.
But I'm not liking the way things are being run in Skullport. Thinking that Sundeath guy ain't so good. We're gonna remove him. I don't know why I'm telling you all this, but I am.
Okay. Maybe it's time for the team to huddle up.
Okay.
I don't know if anybody else has other questions to ask. I mean, obviously, there's lots of Skullport to.
Yeah, and presumably, if anybody else wanted to, they could have tagged along to speak with Tasselgrin.
I'm checking out that urn place. That's my
the urn place.
Yeah,
Okay,
the urn place. Let's
Yeah,
check
overflowing
the
urn.
urn over there to see what that crew is
Well,
doing.
I'm currently following that boat.
okay.
Yeah.
Tix,
So
I'm
I'm
in
in
the
the
boat.
boat from the group.
We can.
Sounds most everybody else is going to the overflowing urn. Was Ham in on that? What's he up to? Do you have any other ideas? There's been AFK.
Maybe. Ben, did you fall
Maybe.
asleep?
or that. Strong contender. Okay. Let's see.
Where is the overflowing urn anyway?
I'm trying to find it. There it is. Even with labels, this place is kind of hard to navigate.
Oh, absolutely. It's a fucking maze. It literally is.
I seriously don't know how the dude built this place. It's crazy.
Oh, you didn't
All
build
right.
this one?
I did not. I added details and populated it, but not the actual like structures.
That's great.
Yeah. I don't know. Madness. Okay, I'm gonna assume that Ham goes with you guys for now anyway.
Sure.
You, not you, Rotharm. Why the hell, Aladar? when you guys are disguised, I can't find you in the list because I'm like looking for your tokens. Okay. So a horde of goblins barges into this guy's office.
Just messing up the place. Just opening
Rob
jars.
him!
Ah!
We're robbing the place. Get him!
I just start pulling his pants. Like at first it's like cute, and then I just start pulling really hard.
No! Rick, they're stealing things! They're stealing things!
It starts off a little fun and cheeky, and then it just starts getting really violent.
Oh
and
god,
not
no.
fun.
Yeah, so this place, aside from a single lamp, which is kept pretty far away from everything else, it is dark. There's sort of a paunchy, middle-aged guy, very pale skin, sitting at a desk. And you can see just at a glance that it appears, and from the smell, which is pretty overwhelming, that they have a stockpile of lamp oils, and from what you've heard, also a stash of alchemist fire.
I'm gonna walk over to him and go, Xanathar didn't receive his shipment.
Oh yeah, could I disguise myself like a thug?
Yeah, you have one on your.
I don't think
Just
so.
puts on a baby.
Well, actually, I have this guy.
Yeah, whatever. Close enough. Some human.
We dropped a couple in the water.
That's not the same thing as. He's the reason that the shipment didn't get there.
Yeah, and he couldn't replace it, so.
All right, I'll get more.
And then
If
the
you don't
second he
get us
kind of turns
more-
his back, I think I'm gonna grab the lantern and throw it at him.
Oh shit!
Oh my
Like the
god.
second he's and then just run out the door. I think that's my move.
Oh shit! What?
Well, my plan now is to try to make everything bad here, so that way the guy will actually believe that Xanathar might replace him.
I thought we were going to steal some and put it in the portable hole.
You want to do that, or you want to do my stupid idea?
We can do both. We can do both.
Okay, let's do your idea. Surprisingly, the tame option is Rothar this time. Okay.
The less
We'll
extreme.
Take the 2. Let's take 2 jars of it.
Okay.
Then blow up the place.
Yeah, so he very slowly unboxes some jars, ceramic jars.
A lot of stuff.
Well, the Xanathar demands a lot of it, so try to keep it in stock.
Yeah, I mean,
Be more careful with these ones, please.
you said better watch yourself.
Why would me?
Why would me?
You said that the last shipment of Alchemist Fire wasn't quite up to snuff.
Don't see how that's possible.
He was
Keep
complaining
very-
about Sundref. And
Sundress the ogre.
he was complaining that the 2 of them like to talk and they like to throw little guys like you under the bus whenever they get a chance. So I would make sure you ramp up production.
The
Are you making it or did you find it?
Sun Death likes to talk. Very weird.
Well, you know what it is.
I'm
Xanathar
just,
talks, he listens,
Uh,
And maybe you got something to help smooth it over, a little extra, a little icing on the cake. I'm asking if you have icing. I want to eat icing.
like what? No.
Do you
I
make this stuff?
Some of it. Some I merely import. I don't make the alchemist fire, but
You don't make it. You just, where do you import it from?
suppose places in the Underdark. Shows up on boats now and then.
It shows up on boats?
Well, they're captained, crewed by men and drow and such. I don't think I need to explain how boats work.
Please do. I know nothing
Not
about boats.
really. I'm so tired. Can you please leave?
Oh, are we bothering you? I'm going to pick up the lantern now. And start walking closer to him. Am I bothering you?
What are you doing? He turns the light on.
Is Xanathar bothering? Is servants of Xanathar bothering you?
I'm creeping behind him.
I don't think he would appreciate it if you burned down the entire town, little
I'm just
goblin.
going to tell him that you've been insulting his presence, saying that you walk all over him.
Take it easy.
And this will be a pretty easy thing to clean up. I'm going to hand him the lantern and go, you should probably keep this fire away from it.
As soon as he's able, he like grabs it and holds it at like arm's length away from all of the flammable shit piled in the middle of the room.
Keep your nose clean, kid.
Goodness. Crazy goblin maniacs.
Can I have taken 2 of those things?
Well, he gave us 2.
He gave us.
I mean, he'll give you like as many as you can carry, basically,
Oh,
maybe
okay.
one
Easy.
apiece.
All right. Dude, is it like?
As soon as we're outside, we'll just shove it in your portable hole.
No, it'd be like you could carry one and be like a heavy, like think of it like a heavy flower pot kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess we'll just carry it back to our little shack that we've been hanging out in. So if we need it for anything, we have it.
Okay.
So
Yeah. As you leave, he like cautiously watches you through his little window. And...
I stop I walk like normally not looking, and then I stop and I just slowly turn and look at the window, stare at him until he looks away, and then I go back to walking.
Dude, like my eyes are on you.
Yeah, like I'm watching you.
he looks back down at his ledger, make some adjustments.
I want to play a goblin next time. Just be utterly insane.
Just straight impulse.
All right.
I'm actually half tempted to leave a jar here. Somebody opens it, it knocks it, and
blows the place to smithereens.
Yeah.
I
mean, that's my plan, is to start fires everywhere, basically, and make it look like it's run incompetently. But if that's not the game plan we want to move with,
I'm just wondering how long will it take for that plan to get into effect.
I mean, that's why you gotta hit it hard all over the place, right?
Oh, did we lose Ben?
Oh, he said he's gonna head to bed.
Oh, I did not hit him.
He said to bed.
No, he put it in chat. All right,
that's why.
No biggie.
Yeah, let's do goblin stuff.
Turned into a heavy
RP session.
Scheme planning session again. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. We need that. It's kind of a big
it's
kind of a big assault.
Wiser than just like running in, draw swords and charge in, but
I was also thinking another option is
we go back in and burn the place down.
We just burn up everything. Another option that we can, that once we get back to the base and we kind of start talking again. Another option is we could potentially bring what's the hobgoblin guy? Is it Astaroth?
Azrock, yeah.
Azrock, the warlord?
Azrock, yeah, the warlord.
Yeah.
We have him reach out and say that he wants to join forces. But it's all and he has a sacrifice for him. He's caught the Dragonborn that was caught sneaking into town. We do a what is it, a Star Wars?
You do a Star Wars.
The Wookiee?
Star Wars.
The Wookiee maneuver.
Wookiee prisoner exchange.
Wookiee prisoner exchange.
So wait, working for who? Because he currently theoretically already works for Xanathar.
Okay. Then maybe it's just like a peace offering, like, hey, we would like more territory in your town. I've caught the guy. We found him trying to escape,
Gotcha.
And we use that, and then you guys can all I'll give my hat to one of you. And, so that gives another disguise, so you can all look like.
And then
I really like the idea of spreading inadequacy rumors with Azrock.
I mean, I'm all about
and driving him into the arms of the Zentrum. When we ultimately pull off
Sundeath?
like some sort of leave little pieces of like plot subterfuge, like Xanathar is getting ready to overthrow him, so that it puts him in like this mood, I assume, and maybe susceptible to a Zent contract instead.
And hear me out. Here's the piece de resistance. We spread the rumors that he's going to make his move once he realizes his wyvern is sick. We poison his wyvern.
That thing's not. Yeah, it's not worth what.
So, that's the smoking gun. Like, you got to make a move. But the question is, do you think you could? I mean, what's something how do we approach to talk to him about switching sides without basically just going like, I'm going to kill you all right here, right now?
You kick in the gate, kill everybody on the way, and then talk to him and resolve everything peacefully.
Like, how do you open that door to shake his hand? You know what I mean? Obviously, you could try to get a message to him. That wouldn't be that hard.
Yeah. Well, and you've already done the whole just invisible and fly in.
Yeah. We could just deliver a message.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then how do you make sure you don't just walk in and he doesn't just shoot us with ballistas? He picks
up the letter and he's like, I can't fucking read this.
I can't read. What's the?
How funny would it be if this entire thing was solved with just like a persuasion check and then?
That's really what I'm hoping for. So, as my DM, if you could make that happen, it'd be great.
I like
if you guys could like engineer that to happen, sure. I'm not taking anything off the table, but.
Do we owe it to the Dragonborn to tell him what is about to happen?
Hey, shit's about to get wild.
I realize he has. We might just
Do you?
tell
I don't
the hobgoblins to just avoid his block. Just don't engage. Because I assume that his
yeah.
I assume that his stuff is just bristling with shit that nobody wants to fuck with, and that's why he is able to just be there and no one
Nobody messes
bats
with
an
him.
eye. So like we have to tell them to be like act respectful towards the skulls, not let's see, his place is called Dalagor's Fortress. Is
Yeah,
that
Dalagor's Fortress.
Dalagor's Fortress? Like, don't go near this place.
And it does
Where
stand
is it
out.
exactly?
It was.
It's like a big sort of tower turret thing in the middle of one of the areas.
Yeah.
Did we go
over
bring
here.
him a peace offering? Is that an option?
It's like basically directly underneath the spider, actually.
really?
But it's one of the few. Like all of the buildings in Skullport are wooden and kind of like,
Run down.
Ramshackle.
yeah. Dalagor's Fortress is the only one that looks like an actual, like, nicely made building. It probably more of it should be built out of stone, but
Yeah, it's nice compared to everything else.
yeah. It
I mean, could we
definitely
go
stands
make
out.
peace with him, maybe?
I mean, we should technically be at peace with him. I mean, several
Yeah,
of our
like,
maybe-
members are.
What I mean by that is, like, if we cause chaos, he may not like it, but if we let him in on the plan and give him a slice of the pie, it's all smiles.
I
You
don't
do-
know
do
if he
what you
cares
want.
about the pie. I think he might appreciate a heads up that there's going to be some chaos.
I think that at the very least.
But I
like,
also
you let
think
him
as a
know.
harper, he's going to he's going to wonder what we're up to, and if we tell him,
Nah.
That's why we push him forward. We go, he's a harper. Love other harper.
you,
And he's the most adorable one. He died. We brought him back. That's how lovable he is.
he's
The
a
writers
fan
on
favorite.
This show,
Yeah.
they just really couldn't commit to it, so they brought him back in season
Killed
2.
him at the end of the season. We brought him back. People were pissed at episode 1, but then by episode 2, they were like,
They were okay with it.
back. Yeah,
They came around.
cry of the summer.
Let's see. Yeah, because he's a harper who sort of begrudgingly tolerated
He's not like a wanted
your
harper,
presence.
right?
He's not what?
He's not like a wanted harper. Like, he doesn't want to be a harper. Isn't that the thing? I sort of remember this guy now.
He has an agreement basically with the Harpers. Like it's not so much that he is one, he just is
What's up
allied
with
with them.
Yeah.
And has, extended the offer that, like, oh, if any of your dudes are in trouble, they
Come
can
here,
crash
I'll
here.
help him.
I'll help him out.
Yeah. I thought we
And
did
he
something
sort of
with
just
him.
maintains this. I mean, you stayed at his place and kind of interacted with him a bit last time we were here.
I guess
But he mostly, yeah, you guys were sort of pestering him, and he was like, "Please leave me alone."
That's right. Okay, yeah. Well, Aladar didn't pester him. Aladar.
Not yet.
Hey, Aladar is loved by all NPCs.
Runs in, grabs a lamp. I'll burn this motherfucker down.
That's Goblin Daytona. Goblin Daytona. Tell me his
What
toothpick.
Some of these other things that are on the list, like what is the feathered rat?
Well, it's a rat with feathers.
Oh, I think you guys stumbled into that.
We went into a
Let
few of
me
these places.
grab the description again.
I do not remember being at anything called the feathered rat.
It was only momentarily, but I believe it was.
Is that the one I walked into? No.
No, the one you walked into.
It was right outside of the tavern that Quietude ran. It was like across the street from it or something.
Okay.
Where, yeah. Tiny little shop that is full of cages of exotic animals.
Okay.
It's like an exotic pet store for all the little critters that you might find down here. Run by some half elf.
And we haven't been to the Nightshade's Caress.
No, that was on. I think that's on the top level, like some area you guys haven't explored. You went to the Worm Skullet.
Yeah, that's the restaurant, right? That's
Yeah,
in
the one inside the
stone worm.
petrified purple worm. Yeah, Nightshade's Caress you did not go to. But I guess you could instead of having to go there, you could. It would be easy to ask around and find out that it's sort of like a creepy herbalist shop.
Okay, so Tick would be into that place.
That's definitely a tech kind of place.
Not if I blow it up first.
Okay.
They sell all kinds of stuff, but including elixirs, poisons, medicinal things.
Would it be possible for me to use the sending stone with Istrid to like have her send Zentrum
send in the B
Troops?
team.
like
Yeah.
down to like and have
because
sort of
presumably you could like
Rizral-
tell them how to get to where you guys have gotten to, because you've cleared out most of the monsters, so it's like not
Yeah.
really too dangerous. It would just be right navigating it, so you could feasibly explain how to get down here.
Okay. I think I want to do that with it, like, and let Istrid know that we're currently, in the planning stages of taking Skullport, but it's, yeah,
Okay.
not looking great, but we're gonna need all the troops we can get. And then if there's a
Do
command
you,
table scene where we can figure out like how how much what our forces actually look like, because I mean we've now seen what
can.
the fortress has, and it's strapped just with what is visible.
Yeah, and I'll say that by kind of casing the joint and also Tick's fly-throughs, you would estimate that, let's see, where is? Yeah, it would be probably close to like 150 to 200 soldiers there. Just in
I
the
think-
garrison, which is substantially more than you have, but some of your guys might be higher quality.
I have to think that
And I can
Aladar's right.
I
We
can
really
come up
do
with like
have
a
to
full rundown.
spread a rumor that Xanathar is going to try to replace Sundeath, or get Sundeath itchy, and then offer Sundeath a better solution.
Yeah. I don't think Xanathar is going to give him a retirement party and let him go.
No,
But we also need to set some failings. Like he's not going to believe the rumors if everything's going the way it's supposed to.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
why
'cause
we
right
gotta
now
build-
I think burning down
the overflowing urn is the smartest.
the overflowing
move, right?
urn is step one.
Yeah. Smoking
He
gun.
watches you leave and then you run back in.
Get fucked.
I think burning that place down. I think burning down that place and Guts and Garters in the same night is great.
So here's the move. Actually, you know what's even better? What if we've just framed the urn place?
Or can we
And,
raid
like,
it and then just
We
like,
go
kill the
there, we
guy?
collect a bunch of their what is it, alchemist fire. We take it to the Guts and Garter and blow up the place.
Yeah.
And then we go tell everyone, hey, we saw that guy. He said he was sick of Xanathar, and he blew up the Guts and Garter.
And yeah, we could use alter self. I could make myself look like the guy.
He
Yeah.
was going to go join, up with someone else that he stole the stuff. Go take to Azeroth.
They're blowing up everything. I like the idea of blowing up everything. It's just
You're like, well,
clear
now
out
that
this
I know it's
map
an
a little bit.
option.
make it a lot nicer to look around.
I feel like the other thing to do would be see if Istrid can get Schemo to send whoever they send down, have them come with potions of water breathing.
Well, I think
I
the
feel
water
like-
is a trap. I think James is right. There's monsters in that water, and it'll destroy it.
You think, okay.
Bad idea.
I think if you want to do anything, it's a boat, and you make it look like it's got supplies on it. That's the move.
Do you? I'll throw this out there. Do you want to do some scouting?
In the
Like,
water?
you
Of the
can-
water?
Yeah,
You can check the water.
because it's just a river. Like, it's not super deep. You could feasibly send somebody invisible or whatever into it, or maybe skimming the surface or something, to check it out. Turn Tick into a fish.
Yeah, I
or some
volunteer, Tick.
crap.
Of course you do.
He's the
100%.
he's the expendable kobold.
Here you go,
help.
Tick.
I don't know.
I'm going to give you something very sacred. It's my family's fishing rod. It was my father's. He handed it down to me. I've carried it around everywhere I went. I'll lose it. Very clearly a different stick than the one I had earlier.
Gotta keep. I mean, this one's actually important. I can't give this away.
This is the
My
special
father's
one.
fishing rod. It's like, wait, you actually have your father's fishing rod? Yeah. So if you guys want to do that, you can confirm how risky an underwater
Yeah, it's
expedition
probably
might
not a bad move.
I
Before we
mean,
completely
Tick, I
write it
could
off.
turn you into something. I mean, you're level 8, right?
Mm-hmm.
I could turn you into like a giant squid. Like,
be. Oh man, I am the monster.
yeah, you just get in the water, I touch you, like it's a giant squid. I think is a lower CR than.
And I could cast
what are we,
fly
8?
on you, so you could be a flying giant
A
squid.
flying giant.
I mean, we're just checking for monsters, right?
Yeah.
We're just
Flying
checking for
Or-
monsters and the viability of an aquatic assault.
Well, when I
Oh,
get
God, it's
back
full of
from
sperm
my
whales.
previous, you can inform Tick he has another scouting mission.
Tick.
Yeah, true.
We
We
need
need to touch on that. So, Tick, as a bat, while these guys are gaining intel
Oh,
around
yeah,
the,
you're
the
doing the
town,
thing that actually helps.
Yeah. Quick.
he's
come back from your
yeah, he
scouting
had a whole
mission. We
plan.
need you to go scout the water, not the air.
You follow this boat that was delivering the fire, and they bring it through like the big dock,
Mm-hmm.
and then into like this. Where is it? This kind of
This one.
smallish building in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
It seems to be some kind of armory. And
When they open it, is there keys? Who unlocks it? And like, do they just like know where to go, or do like the guards actually like take the shipment?
Oh no, yeah, the guys unload it onto the docks, and then a handful of guards take it the rest of the way up the ramp.
Okay.
There is pretty obviously like a captain who has some keys,
Mm.
and they stash it in there.
Okay. Do I get a peek inside when the doors open?
If you want to, yeah, because I mean,
Yeah.
you're like an invisible bat, right?
Right.
Yeah, so it just looks like a pretty depleted armory. Like, there is equipment in there, but it looks like most of it is in use. Like, there's more empty racks than not.
Then not. Okay.
It's not particularly well stocked. It almost looks like it was like raided by the people who are currently garrisoning this place. But they do have like a sizable stockpile of this alchemist fire. That they then, it seems like they kind of distribute it, and have some ammunition on some of these,
Yeah.
at the towers that have those kind of flingers.
Okay.
Is that what those things
Um,
are? Is everything on the tower a ballista or a flinger?
I only have the ballista model, but it's sort of like every other
Okay.
It's a mix of ballistas and fire throwers.
Where does the guard captain go after they're done?
Good question.
Does he like resume patrol? Is there a building he frequents?
He would probably head back into like this large barracks in the middle here.
Okay.
That seems to be like the main barracks.
Okay.
Where you can see, I don't know if it's all might not be like fully furnished or anything. Like there'd probably be more rooms
Right.
and such.
Yeah. Well, the theater of the
But
mind right now.
it seems from what you can tell that like the human soldiers mostly occupy that one,
Mm-hmm.
and then they keep the bugbear like separate. They're off in their own less,
In the
less
same
nice
building, though?
barracks. No, different building.
Different building. Where's the bugbears?
Kind of like over here.
Mark one more. Okay, gotcha.
What you can tell is we'll just say he's got the whole place. So yeah, armory here.
Mm-hmm.
Bugbear barracks here.
Bugbears are separate.
Probably just because like they smell bad.
I want to hang around
here.
Okay.
And then
I want to hang around for a minute
here that seems mostly unoccupied, but you do see one Duragar like on patrol.
Which one is unoccupied?
Over here.
Okay.
On like the opposite side.
While scouting around during this time, do the humans and the bugbear get along?
Yeah.
They do? Okay, so they
as
just
much
leave
as like mercenaries do,
Okay,
like
so
they're on the same side.
It's just because of smell. Okay.
Yeah. They probably don't fully trust them because they're goblinoids. Some of them were persuaded to come to this side. Yeah.
Well, I'm thinking if there were tensions, that could be used to our advantage. Maybe start infighting.
Yes.
There's definitely some, considering that some of these guys used to fight for Azrock, and they were kind of like lured here, convinced
also
to.
Spread a rumor that Xanathar is planning to purge all the humans and replace them all with bugbears.
Well, it's like we have alter self. We could easily slip in a plant and start a fight.
True.
Okay, but are there any other important looking buildings before I return?
Peruse this real quick. I don't think so. That's pretty much the bulk of it.
Okay.
It's a pretty simple fort.
Yeah.
Just barracks, armory, and a bunch of towers.
It's the intel session, so.
Yep.
So the
of
move
either of these two, is it about the same? Like in terms
the
of
towers flanking the gate?
Yeah.
Yeah, they look pretty much identical.
Okay. So we still don't know which guard shack, if either, has the gate. Okay. Okay, I'll return back to the group.
You could spend enough time to like try to find out, wait for like a door to be open and stuff.
Yeah.
We'll just say, just to give you all the info that you need to maybe plan an attack. There is a ratcheting,
from
humongous winch on either side.
Oh. Maybe it's a duel.
Yeah, you gotta do them both at once to open the gate.
Oh shit.
I guess you would probably maybe witness that. Some like cart of like of goods comes over the bridge and they have to open it, and so you kind of piece that together. Like each time one of these guys like goes down through the hatch and then opens the gate.
Okay, sweet. Oh, back at the Legion of Doom.
Let me see. Was there somewhere else that you guys wanted to?
They wanted to scout the water.
Investigate. Oh, looking in using Tick to swim around.
Yeah.
Tick tree.
It has a giant squid.
It has a giant squid. Yeah, it's a giant squid. As long as there's
And now I'm
nothing that
thinking we need
eats
to blow up
giant
3
squids.
targets at the same time. We blow up the armory, the guts and garter, and then urn. If we blow up
All
those 3 at the
three?
same time. Yeah, because then it's like, oh look, he sent you faulty stuff, you know, and then blew up the enemy, and he's trying to get revenge, you know, and he blew up his own place to try to escape. But
Just because he's kind of stupid.
yeah. And the important thing is we got to lure him out, you know. That way he
Sundeath.
doesn't blow up in his own place. That way he gets
Yeah.
caught and horribly murdered for a crime he didn't commit.
Oh, the owner of the overflowing urn.
Actually, you know what we should do? We should capture him. And then we could use him as a bargaining chip to go meet with him at some point. Like, we caught your arsonist, you know?
I mean, what are we gonna do with Sundeath once we meet him? Is that what we
That's where you offer your
try to give him
fucking
an
plan.
alternative Zentrum contract?
I'm the one that makes... I'm trying to get us to him. You're the one that needs to convince him to join the Zentrum.
Yeah, I have a hard time thinking that it's gonna work with him because he doesn't command a force. He's just one guy who happens to be in charge of a bunch of Zentrum dudes.
I mean, you
Or,
can either be
Xanathar
on the
dudes.
change of tide, or
Yeah.
you can go down with the ship, you know? We just have to make it sound really rewarding. You know?
It's like compelled to find out what Sundeath really wants. Does Sundeath want to see the sun again? You
I don't
know?
think a guy named Sundeath wants to see the sun. Maybe the moon. Offer the
I
moon.
I want to kill sun.
Okay, we'll launch you at it.
Well, I suppose.
We create a
Uh,
villain for him, then we bring him the villain, and then you have a platform to talk to him.
So, for actually getting to a point where we're gonna have combat again,
One of these weeks.
Um,
If we stop
and
scheming
let's say
and do
we're
stuff.
let's say we're war rooming it, right?
Uh-huh.
We know how many hobgoblins.
Everybody zooms
We know
in.
how many Zentrum we have. We know how many of Rizral's rats
Yeah.
/ spiders we might have.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Prita Keepa's gone. I was gonna maybe ask her if she was gonna be around to raise some undead.
Well,
There's
yeah,
a
sorry
sea
to
hag.
sorry to blue ball you about all the Prita info, but the one thing that you might have learned
I deserved
in-
it.
well, you did fix her one problem, you know, chaining her
did.
in the dungeon.
I
so,
did. Now
Um,
she's beautiful, and
and who knows, maybe drinking at your bar. But in laying out what forces are available, we'll say that Azrock probably has about 30 or so hobgoblin soldiers. Maybe a few more, and some of those are captains, which are like significantly more badass.
yeah,
Probably a third of the force or something, or a fourth of it. And Prita, she did depart, but she left Azrock with command of about a dozen undead.
sick. Okay, and then we have Rizral's rats and spiders,
Yeah.
and then there's us / maybe.
Oh,
some,
and
some-
she has one other thing that we sort of glossed over. She has a whole room of like captive troglodytes.
they smell bad.
They smell really bad. But if you're gonna
Forgot
do
about that.
an amphibious assault, having like 30 troglodytes on your side, I don't know.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, though, Tick scouts the river, and like many underground rivers, like there's a lot of silt and stuff, but very little grows or lives in it. And you don't find really anything like other than a few kind of weird fish. Within
Think you could scrounge up 60 water breathing potions?
60 might be a stretch, but you could definitely get a bunch. Like, Schemo's got you covered.
Bunch over none.
If we can, that's all we need. If we can do that, if we can get people into the fort.
I do really like the Pirates of the Caribbean go underwater and surprise them strat.
Yeah.
That sounds
Right?
fun.
That's pretty good. Thank you, DM.
I didn't come up with that.
The other thing is like we could salvage a bunch of longer boards from Skullport dwellings and try to like reconstruct the bridge if we can get those doors open to the front. Then we have the aquatic assault. That's two and or three fronts. And then if there's a way for us to
boat go on the backside with supplies.
Yeah, it's like, but it's getting from the front gates, which is where I feel like we would need to be first, and then immediately turning to face Sundeath. And that's the part where I'm like, oh my god, we have so much ground to cover to get to him. Like,
well, not if we go through the side gate. If we go in with the group that will go in with a fake boat full of supplies, you know, we just have a bunch of crates and one guy pushing a boat. You know what I mean? Like, they're not going to shoot at that. They'll go, oh, it's just supplies.
Little Trojan ship.
Then we'll be right there. You know what I mean? Like, and then if when we get there, the siege hits the other side, their attention's going to be focused on the left and the front, and we can get up to Sundeath. You know what I mean? Like, obviously there'll be more in the way, but we'll be closer than.
Do you have a large illusion spell?
No. I have a minor one. Do you want a minor illusion?
No, I was hoping we could like mask the look of the boat from the front with an illusion spell.
What do I have?
I can give you Intellect Fortress, which gives you advantage on it. Like Wisdom saving. Wisdom saving.
My worry is that there's going to be something in the city that we're just not looking at. That's like people are going to come out from the city and cause a whole.
Let's blow up the urn place.
Yeah.
And the Guts and Garter. We'll do that. We'll do that strategy. And if anything comes out of it, we'll know.
Are you guys blowing it up before the assault?
Yeah.
Or
same time? Why not right now?
Yeah, I mean, here's the benefit from blowing up the overflowing urn and the Guts and Garters is that it'll be the biggest commotion we've seen Skullport have, and we can see what comes out to deal with it.
But they'll also be on high alert from this point on.
That's when we start pushing the rumors in bars, and maybe we'll start like passing out flyers at the decrepit bridge about how Sundeath is incompetent and Danazar should replace him.
Yeah, it's.
Well, here's
what's the time frame on this attack? Like, how long are we waiting?
You guys don't really have one. Yeah, it's just sort of.
We could also just go into the fourth floor and say,
"Yeah, we
hold on,
totally skip.
We're gonna try to find more stuff that's like more powerful." You know,
this is like a whole side quest that we do not have.
We have spent like 2 sessions working on this. We are fucking in it for the long haul.
We spent 2 sessions trying to open a bar, right?
We never did.
You did open the bar.
Oh yeah,
you had a very successful opening.
Is that thing a bar?
We did great.
Oh shit, that's why we're not making any money.
Yeah. I also really hope that going into this fortress isn't just like, if the players go into the fortress, it's a death trap. Unless they're coming back as like level 13 or something like that. Like it just.
Well, clearly it's meant to be a pretty big struggle, but I mean,
it's an encounter. We're level 8. No, we're
yeah,
no pushovers.
you guys are level 8.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think with enough
I mean-
with enough planning and subterfuge,
I feel like we have our strategy.
It's doable.
I think we go with it next session.
Okay.
Yeah.
Our plan is simply this: we get some forces at the gate that try to go through the front gate. We have our aquatic force that goes through the side, goes through the main dock, and then we get a boat together that looks like it's just full of supplies with one of us pushing it, basically, and we just roll in and go like, we brought bread or some shit.
we
Or
got
more
bread or some shit.
herbs.
I don't know. I'm just a merchant.
And then when they come out, we fight. You know, like it's not like we're not fooling them the whole way through. This is a siege, and they're gonna get hit from all sides. And we could even, I don't know, give Tick invisibility and flying, and he could drop one of those jars, or on one of the ballistas, or a couple, you know, or he could do a couple sweeping runs.
Oh, the alchemist fire.
Yeah, we could stack a couple of alchemist fires and put him in his portable hole and just start dropping them on all the ballistas to like weaken them, you know.
So since you guys are having like a general's round table discussion with involving Azrock and Rizarol, just say you guys are all on the Zoom call. Rizarol suggests that although she doesn't have many forces, she could press the troglodytes into an aquatic amphibious assault. Yeah, just swim their way in and try to storm. She doesn't expect they'll have great success. It'll probably be a slaughter, but they could try to storm the docks. Meanwhile, she can herself and her were-rats can ride her spiders across the ceiling and drop in.
Death from above.
From the top of the cavern and be arrayed wherever you need them. That's probably her best move.
If that's at the end of the day, our primary goal is to take down Big Bad.
Yeah,
our goal is to kill everyone.
The head of the snake.
Ideally, as many as you can take down for sure.
Yeah, but head of the snake is like obviously there's tiers of priority.
Yeah, he's your main objective. Everything else is, kill as many bugbears as you can in 30 minutes.
If we have enough distractions, I think if you guys are looking at the fort, I think if we have enough distractions going on, we can cut down. My only worry about the south side harbor is that it is a little bit of a run to get into the cave.
Absolutely.
I don't expect,
but that's the closest
I expect him to come to us as soon as we're in the fortress.
Let me finish. If there's enough distractions going on, if we send everything all at once, and if we can take out a couple ballistas, I do think that potentially scaling this wall right here might cut down a lot of the uncertainty of having to run through tight corridors. I think if we can hop them, because the door to get in, which we need to figure out if that door is locked. That's one last thing, because there's a door right here, right, Kai?
Yeah, at the base of the spire.
I mean,
So
we got Rotharm. He can open it. I have full faith.
Does Krenit know knock?
No.
Well, damn. That spell rules.
So, I mean, worst case scenario, if I'm invisible, I can go in through the back and potentially unlock it from the inside.
That's an option. I was thinking you could be dropping fucking. I'll do greater invisibility, which will only give you 10 minutes, but you're going to be attacking, so you can just go nuts.
10 minutes is plenty of time.
Yeah, well, 10 minutes is enough to run in, do something quick, and then start the bombardment.
What we want from the spider ray rat assault is I want them to take out the ballistas and guns that would be taking out our aquatic assault that involves Astarock and them. They need to cover each other. This is like a test to see if they can even work together.
See if they can work together.
Yeah.
Like really, if you guys are doing the pirates maneuver, like if they're underwater, they're gonna be in the fort before like they get spotted.
Yeah.
The
They
defenses
won't
are really
last
meant.
long, but they'll do their job as a distraction. I'm
Um,
thinking have the spiders and such drop onto the ballistas and such.
Yeah, could do that.
As much as possible, if nothing else, to tie them up. Like we
And
don't need
those,
them to succeed. We just need them to buy time for the heavy hitters, which is
Right.
us.
And
And we need to poison the wyvern too. That's the.
Oh yeah, well that's going to be done prior to the assault.
Yeah, it sounds like the pre-assault steps are like poison the wyvern and
Set up
and
our
burn down part of Skullport.
Yeah, we'll also set up Sart to blow up the ammo cache.
Oh, okay. I feel like we need to be taking minutes for this.
It's starting to get some Ocean's 11 shit, but
Right. I mean, that's great.
We'll
That's
have some
great.
flashback scenes to cover on stuff we didn't think about.
Because there was a chance that you guys were just like, fuck it, let's just charge in.
Yeah. Which I mean, we're all level 8.
Yeah, you'd probably do some damage, but man, there's a lot of them.
Yeah.
So that's Rizral's contribution. You can kind of use those guys as you see fit, but that's how she suggests. And remember, she's a pretty powerful mage too. So she could do some work somewhere if you need her to.
Yeah.
And I assume Azrock is down to clown in person.
Oh yeah. Now that his sight is restored, he's pretty formidable on his own. And so is Lurkana. So you've got some heavy hitters with you. Those guys suggest, since they have their zombies that they don't really care about, but they can absorb some damage. While they're hobgoblins, you can maybe split the attack. Some of them go underwater. Some of them go just through the western side of the town that you guys are on.
Mm-hmm.
And send the zombies at the front gate over the bridge just to like be a distraction, because
that's a good move.
And then some of his soldiers can try to like hold the way back to Azrock's hold, and prevent you guys from getting overrun by people coming out of like Xanathar's lair under this place.
Well, at least if there's another hold to Xanathar's in the fortress, we'll find out at some point.
As far as you know, there's only one
that's
left.
Why
Anyway.
I almost want to go back to Istrid and be like, I need more smoke powder. We're blowing something else up. And just like pack the guts and garters and have it come down. Have the overflowing urn go up in flames.
We'll say, just
detonate
since you
the
guys,
battery.
we'll say that you guys have you've spent like a day or two
Scoping this place out,
gathering intel and sneaking around Skullport. You have definitely noticed that, in addition to just sort of like heightened activity with like patrols and things, the guts and garters, whereas like last time you saw it, it was basically totally empty. It just had quietude there. That place looks like a fortress now. Like there's easily a half dozen guys just like posted outside of each of the doors. Clearly Xanathar is on like high alert.
Well, unless there's something we're missing, we have our game plan.
How are we gonna blow up the guts and garter?
I was gonna say, like, we could also just fucking rock that place
with all the wildfire we have.
That's the one that's in town, right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That's how we got into Xanathar's lair.
Oh yeah, because the Guts and Garters is an inn that had a secret door that you guys just sort of barged your way into.
It was like the second building we went into.
Yeah, and then and then Gorkins and Rotharm were just like, "What's behind this door?" And and then it was like, "Oh, this is like one of the secret back entrances into Xanathar's lair."
That's the one I was thinking of. That's
Yeah.
the secret thing.
Yeah.
Quiet
So
Tooth was the tiefling that was in charge of it that they wanted to kill, and that's why Gorkins left the party.
yeah.
Gorkins and Quiet are living their best life in the Golden Fields somewhere.
Back
She
in
was
Golden
hanged,
Fields.
and Gorkins was killed for leaving his.
Sorry.
Let me believe.
Just like this crushingly sad story. Like, what? Yeah, they found out he was
It's a
embezzling,
real
so they killed him.
bummer.
Yeah.
Embezzling. Oh my god.
They found this statue at his house full of gold.
There's a shit
So
ton
they
of gold
killed
in
him.
the statue.
He said it was
Wow,
money
it's
stolen from the
true.
church.
It's always the last guy you expect, and then they unsheath their swords and go murder
They
Gorkins.
just stab him to
A2 Brute.
death. In the
Me
showers.
too, Gorkins.
Oh, like, Gorkins, we're all gonna take a shower. I normally do it alone. no,
It'll be fun.
Oh, you guys all have
We've-
knives.
we've
Oh, this
all
is just
got
for
swords.
shaving. We gotta shave.
Yeah, everybody shaves with knives in whatever year it is currently.
Should I have one? Oh, I brought you one. Don't worry. Oh, okay.
I kind of like the 5 o'clock shadow scruffy look on you.
Well,
Handsome.
stabbed to death.
I gotta kick off, you guys.
Yep, I think we're
Yeah.
We
coming
got
to
our game plan.
an end of this session, but I think next sesh we are ready to
Actually,
pull
Consider
the
a
trigger.
plan.
You better have rats ready to drop from the ceiling, Kai.
Oh hell yeah!
I mean, I know my game plan.
Can you just
So-
build wings for rats and we can just strap a wildfire canister to each one? We'll just.
I know
float them
what-
over.
Rep.
I mean, that's like one of the few things that can actually hurt them in this place.
Rats or the
Being
wildfire?
well, the were rats, right? Like,
Mm.
Yeah, because they have to be hit by magical shit. Remember?
yeah.
Mhm.
So they're pretty tanky, even though there's only a few of them.
Kai.
Yeah.
The armory, is the top hatch locked, or does it swing open?
You know, there probably wouldn't be any reason to keep it locked. They're not expecting somebody to like
Aerial force.
climb into the middle of this
Okay,
place and
then
open
that
it. Yeah.
that cuts off one more thing that I have to worry about. Okay, then yeah.
You're gonna have to start sneak in there and blow himself up.
Honestly, he probably doesn't even have to. He could probably just throw something from above.
Like an orb from a
And-
fireball necklace.
If we don't have those anymore.
You can get another one.
you
They're
could
not that
probably
hard.
get one. You've
Yeah.
got all of the funding of the Zentrum backing you.
Right. I mean, they're all in crates, and they're all in what, clay vials?
I have
Mhm.
12,000, almost 13,000 gold.
Shit,
I have
he could probably
7
throw a
Jeez.
rock
so-
and do work.
No, I like the idea of giving him a necklace of fireball because then he could, like, if someone comes up to, like, see, like, what the fuck? Who's that little thing? You can just throw it into an orb of fire.
Boom.
I mean, if we can secure it by the attack, I'm not against it.
Absolutely. It's not that expensive.
If not, that's not a deal breaker for the game plan.
Okay, and I think this will probably the way that I'm envisioning this and the way you've described that you want to pull it off. This is gonna go down a lot like an episode in Game of Thrones, where
Whatever, couple
The
episodes.
red
Most-
wedding, right?
where most of the battle is happening off screen, and
Yes.
I don't have to actually run it.
You don't have.
Um,
Well, you can have your game plan.
And
That's
You don't
fair.
have to roll it.
yeah.
You just kind of tell us what our things have done.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
you guys
whether or
will
not
be-
the plan is successful, and if
I
it
definitely think we
does
need to
anything
blow,
for us.
like, all seriousness aside, we don't necessarily need to blow up the urn place, but we do need to do something to the Guts and Garden.
Yeah.
I mean,
Necklace of Fireball is 4,350 rare
Alright.
item.
I'm taking off. Good night.
All right.
Hey.
Yep.
Later.